Hello everyone. How's it going? It's been just a hot minute. What's going on, everyone? Let me put my hair back a little bit. The humidity is getting to these curls. What's going on, everyone? US citizens. Hello, good to see ya. It's a lousy mousy. Hello, I haven't watched streams in a while. It's good to see. I mean, to be fair, it has been almost 2 weeks since the last I streamed, so it's been just a hot second in itself. So, William plays. Oh, okay. Hey, what's going on? Hey, good to see you. I like the username change. It's good stuff. What's going on, James the Catboy and Undesirable Duck? What's going on? Cohen Hill, building a NEOS deck right now. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, the NEOS deck gets a lot stronger with two specific things. Number one, of course, we get the, what is it? We have the new addition of the TCG, of course. That's the Elemental Hero Flame Wingman Infernal Rage. And I really hope that we get that inside of Master Duel sometime soon, because I'm super excited to play with it. So we have a lot of things going on today. It's gonna be good. What's going on, Daniel? Hello, good to see you. What's poppin'? Hello, hello. What's going on, Jordan? Jordan B, what's up, what's up? Elemental Hero Swolelax, your boy. Good to see you. Congrats on 4K. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. We are currently in 4,000 subscribers, and I really couldn't do it without you guys. Honestly, it's really huge. Thank you to everyone else. We're gonna be trucking along to 5,000, which is huge. Oh my, holy gosh. U.S. citizens, thank you so much for the $19.99. I really do appreciate the donation. Again, very generous, and I really appreciate it. Good luck in today's games. Hopefully we can win some out today. We're gonna be playing with NEOS in today's games on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It's been a little bit actually since I've launched up the client. I know the new Duel Pass did come out, and I also know that there are a few new things coming out. I think they released like emergency ban list of some sort that goes into effect on July 13th, as well as what's the other thing that just got limited? It's like a Dark World card for Dark World hand loops, I guess. So confirmed we're getting the new Dark World cards, and also we're going to be getting Labyrinth per se, I think, too, because I saw some Konami leaks about that, speculatively, of course. But yeah, Infernal Rage is out. Yeah, oh, it's inside of the TCG. It's inside of the TCG. Yeah, I would donate, but I don't make much money. Hey, no worries at all. Donation is always optional. Same thing with subscribing. Same thing with liking, etc., etc. Really, everything about it. I always really appreciate you guys' support in any capacity possible. But just chilling out, watching is a-okay with me, and I appreciate you just the same. So again, completely optional, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you, US citizens, by the way. But yeah, says the leaks are Dark World and Trap Tricks, I believe. Let's go. Let's go, Mr. Cade, our boy Robert Cade. What's going on, Lazy Lee? Hello, good to see you. How's it going? How's it going? The protection of the elements has been insane. Oh, the new spell and trap card negate. I think it's gonna be nice, right? I actually took down someone played Secret Village Kluger. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Good stuff, good stuff. We stay broke. We broke. That's unfortunately that's a Monka-S nowadays. It sucks. Banger skit. But so our British Scouts, going on, AJ? Hello, good to see you. How's it going? What's the best weight training routine to get better at Yu-Gi-Oh? So I don't have a good deck with me right now. Maybe these cards will work. So first things first, we're gonna do is you're gonna pick up your deck. Now these sleeves, they might seem like they're not very much, like these cards specifically, but these sleeves are actually sand weighted. They have sand weights in them, and they are actually 40 pounds each. This is a very large stack. I'm equivalent, maybe like 5,000 pounds, we'll say. So you want to take 2 fingers and your thumb like this, make a little clip, a little claw. You want to grab and then swipe like that, and that's the new Destiny draw. This is only Heavy Storm Duster, so my Heart of the cards weren't that good, but we could like maybe do something else like this. Better, Cyber Dragons. That's even better, even better. See, 40,000 pounds, and you just do that over and over, and that's actually really good for your forearm work. Like here you see like the forearm work for sure. It's really good with that. Yeah. Lining with lead. Oh, see, you can't line with lead. You can line with lead I've actually used to do lead, and lead used to be nice, but then the problem is that like the sand is just a little bit lighter, so you can get a little bit more of like a flick to it. It's actually about the same. The lead one though makes like a clunk, like like a pipe falling sound, like every single time you drop the card. It sounds like a meme, but it's true. So tomorrow's a birthday. Let's get some wins. Hey, Kevin, happy birthday and congratulations. We'll definitely be able to get some wins today. We'll get some wins for you. It sounds really nice, but hey, congratulations and happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday. So I'm doing all right, AJ. Not doing too bad. It's been a little bit since I've streamed. It's been about 2 weeks. Here is why. Last week, I actually went on a work trip from my 9 to 5. My 9 to 5 work trip, I was out for like a couple days and I didn't really get a good chance to stream before coming back. So, there was that. But that's pretty much it. That's the only reason why I haven't streamed. And then this week, I've been busy with, of course, the 4th of July. Get fireworks and etc. A lot of cool things to celebrate, I'm sure. Except for if you hate/love America, which is fun. And then Monday, I was just sleepy. I was going to Monday, but I was just big sleepy. So it's in the name. So what's going on, Connor V's? Hello, good to see you. What's up? Doing pretty all right. Just going card limits. How's it going? Hello. What's with coming out? Master Duel seems to have skipped the new obstacle port. Coming out in Master Duel, we have some new Labyrinth cards. Allegedly, we also have Trap Tricks support, which is kind of cool, and also Dark Worlds. New stuff coming out, which is going to be great. But yeah, I can't wait to send my enemies to the Shadow Realm with a single flex. Exactly. Just and boom, actual dispersed. So America, fuck yeah, which is great. But good stuff. Protection of the Elements is so underrated, especially if you send absolute 0 for cost, negates spell traps, plus clears opponent's board. What's going on, Nabakis? Hello. That's actually a good tech. I really need to experiment a little more with Protection of the Elements and some of like the one-of trap cards. I really need to make E-Hack again. Elemental Hero, Avion Control. Just for that, by the way. But there's that. America's hot, or Arizona's hot, my grandma's had a stroke. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear about that. Holy. Hopefully, hopefully it gets better, and wish a speedy and fast recovery. That's really scary, and I'm sorry to hear about that. And hopefully everything's okay. But haven't done much either. But had Boy Scout camp. I remember going to Boy Scout camp. Little known fact and known Swolelax Lorax. I was in Boy Scouts. I actually never finished my Eagle Scout. I was a Heart Scout. I was just a little bit too lazy to actually do the Eagle Scout project. Part of that was because I was in high school by the time that I was finishing my Eagle Scout, and I don't think anyone in my troop effectively, because it was through a few people I also knew, really completed it except for like 1 or 2, and that probably doesn't go well for conversion. But I remember doing the camps as I was getting a little older. I kind of just stopped doing it, but there's that. But anyways, yeah, it was interesting. It was a good little time. Learned a lot, of course. Be prepared, etc. They changed it from 2 to 3, I think. That was a while ago. But we're trying to draw the golden egg, which true. Maybe we'll do it for a cooking stream. We'll make Yu-Gi-Oh themed dishes. I've been cooking a lot recently, which is nice. But do you mean Life Scout? I'm working on my Eagle project right now. Is it called Life Scout? Is that what it's called? It's the heart symbol. Is that Life Scout or is that Heart Scout? I can't remember. It probably is Life Scout, now that I'm really thinking about it. But yeah, I got all the way up there, and then all I had left to do was the Eagle project. The last thing to do was like, paint stuff, which is there. Knife Scout. Knife Scout? Oh, that'd been kind of cool. Yo, what's going on, Red Hood? Hello, we in there? I'm saying, oh, hello. But yeah, I'm trying to get my platinum I'm trying to get 2 platinum with my Monarchs deck, and it's becoming impossible after all these meta decks. It's kind of crazy. Despite the fact that platinum is somewhat the new gold, I would say, what's really interesting is that, like, you can kind of play a lot more stuff again. It's finally back to what it used to be, where platinum and gold are in like this cool place where you can play things a little more competitively in platinum, maybe diamond, but they can do fun stuff. And Monarchs, I think, is actually not a bad choice. Monarchs have some pretty like hard things to out, frankly, and if people aren't specifically teching for Monarchs or for back row, you can do pretty well with it. The only thing I would say, though, is that generally the top deck, which is Tier Limit, has answers to everything. Branded has a pretty rough matchup against Monarch specifically, but also has a weak matchup to most other things going first. Anyways, I guess also like the other top decks in the meta, like some of the back row decks too, don't really care about Monarchs either. But Monarchs are fun. I really would love to do Monarchs and do stuff with. Oh yeah, Bestials as well. Yeah, I literally can. It was a Shizu branded running and by running the god cards and stuff. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Bestial branded, Bestial tier Shizu is also really popular. There's one more deck I'm forgetting. It's been a while. Runic Stun. What's going on, Kino? Hello. Good to see you. Hello. Yeah, Runic Stun, I'm not a huge fan of. Not a huge fan of. God dang, it's rough. Yeah. It's extremely tough lately. Cards are so expensive, and I still have to find time to play. I've actually been considering selling some of my collection because I don't really play anymore. No shame in that. A couple years ago, I had a ton of cards. I was like, I love these things. I kind of got to get rid of them. I wanted to play more expensive decks. And on top of that, like, yeah, things are just getting more expensive, man. Like rent's going up, like gas prices are crazy, food stuff. And on top of the fact that buying cardboard is nuts. In fact, one of the reasons that drove me to making Ricochet Avalon in real life is because it's a pretty decent deck and it's like $5. Every single card is like super cheap, which we'll talk about the European nationals here in just a little bit. But man, oh man, I cannot stress enough that just, yeah, go ahead and sell cards if you need to, right? Like Yu-Gi-Oh is kind of one of those things. Now, if it's a collector's item, if it's a true collector's item, or if it's like a cool high rarity, maybe keep it. I got Ulti Stratos still. I kept a lot of the stuff that I was like, all right, I know definitely I'm gonna be able to hold on to this for a little while. But yeah, it's pretty good. I think so, at least. Yeah, Fumble Supremacy, true. I'm currently trying to get to out of gold with Evil Eye. Good luck on that one. Evil Eye is a really interesting deck. I think inside of Last Card Standing that was recently as far for that, Evil Eye is actually a really solid choice, right? Could be wrong. We're going to Royal Wake Up. Ooh, interesting. Sadly, 1% chances come up yet. See, that's the thing. I don't know how they've changed it, but I'm almost certain they've changed the Royal Pole rarity. There we go. It's a lot easier of saying it. Weird tech I found out, Armed NEOS can summon Contrast Hero Chaos. Oh yeah, Armed NEOS can summon out most of anything. I mean, I think it can because it technically counts as an elemental hero. Could be wrong about that, but yeah, I'm going to I'm going to store some credit on my local card shop with cards I don't use, have 6 prosperity and 3 triple tactics thrust. That is a treasure trove. The triple tactics thrust is insane. That has a big target for reprint on its back, so I'm not quite sure when, but I'm expecting within the next year we'll get like a March reprint set with thrust. We have to, right? Or maybe it's gonna be Pot of Prosperity and we get like 1 reprint ever. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, so I guess we can talk about stuff today before we get into our NEOS games. If you guys do not know, we're going to be playing NEOS today. To hear NEOS is back on the menu. We did go back down from Platinum to Gold inside of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, so I don't feel too bad about queuing up with some cool NEOS cards and trying to play as much NEOS as possible. I think it's be pretty interesting. Maybe we'll make a NEOS deck and just kind of go from there. Otherwise, I do have an existing Hero NEOS build that I think would be fun to do. But before we do that, I haven't streamed in 2 weeks, and so we got some drama to talk about. So if you guys are ready for a little bit of the drama that happened over the last couple of weeks, before we get into our NEOS games, because we're playing some NEOS right here soon, I'm gonna make it quick. It's not gonna be like an hour before we're actually playing. I just have some things to say and some things to kind of clear, which is gonna be kind of interesting. So I guess we can go ahead and jump into that just real quick, just real quick. Okay, so let me go ahead and open up here. Where are you? The drama we are going to be discussing. And I hope that we don't have to do anything too crazy. Oh, there it is. There it is. Have you gotten into the new rank after Diamond? I haven't gotten to Masters yet. I really do want to, but I don't know. My drive to get into higher ranks of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel have been somewhat slowed by the fact that, I don't know, sometimes the format's not great. Plus, playing against tier limit all the time is a little bit rough. Anyways, palate cleanser for dogs before we get into the drama. I just want to say it's been a couple weeks, so I'm not digging this up to try to play gotcha on anyone. But I do want to kind of talk about something that happened on Twitter. about a week ago now with Cali Effect. If you guys do not know, some drama happened with Cali Effect. Nothing really big, and a lot of it's resolved now. But I do want to talk about some of the important things that I think is good to talk about, specifically in this space, and specifically talking about like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! Editing, but also in fact of a lot of things really. So this is a puppy just for the start of this because it's cute, and oh my, look at those big ol' eyes. So cute. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, so if you guys do not know, there was this big thread on June 26th that came out that was from this person named Doodle Plays. Doodle is was the main editor for the Cali Effect, Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTube channel. It started out with them doing stuff for their side channel, the Casual Cali, and then ended up moving them to the main channel. This thread that they released, which is pretty extensive, talks about the things that happened and what Doodle was doing for Cali, logos or graphics, along with doing actual full editing of things like the stream, which is kind of insane. As well, we also have just kind of miscellaneous stuff like talking about how like Doodle's got the growth of channel and trying to argue for higher pay, etc. Doodle also was passed on to, and this is important, to someone else in Cali's team talking to manage the business side of things, I can only imagine. And that includes Doodle and Pain Doodle. Doodle went over how he was rejected from using Cali's as a reference for their video portfolio, which is huge, by the way. And again, we'll get into it. I'm gonna stomp this out right away. This is not necessarily Cali's fault. We'll talk about that in a second. But then also, here's the crazy part, is that Doodle asked for more money. So TLDR with all of this is, if you want to read the thread, it's still out there. It's pretty extensive. But the TLDR is that Doodle was the main editor for the Cali Effect YouTube channel, a YouTube channel with 162,000 subscribers and tons of videos with how many views does Cali have so far? 45 million views on the channel total over its lifespan, which is pretty extensive. So that's no small feat. That's really no small feat in itself, and that's a lot of work. But here is kind of the issue. As Doodle explains, and inside this thread, Doodle was getting paid like $10 a video to edit, which is insane. This is something that I think is really interesting because, like, on a larger level, that seems like it's way too low. And I'll kind of give my 2 cents in a little bit later, right? That seems like it's way too low for any sort of work to do here. My videos on this channel, even if I'm just ripping them straight from stream VODs, especially back when I was on the grind, posting multiple times a week, could take up to like 2, 3, 5, maybe sometimes 4 hours, depending on how long, 6 hours, sometimes 10 hours for really extensive videos, especially nowadays in a more competitive YouTube landscape. And that's for really small stuff, right, by the way. And so Doodle was getting paid $10 per video, according to this thread. What's going on, Louis Plays? Are we balling? Oh, we balling. What's going on, Zoltar? Hello, how's it going? On top of this, there's other shenanigans that were going down with Cali and with Doodle. Doodle asked for a pay raise, and he asked it from Cali, but also asked it from another manager that Doodle was assigned to from Cali's end. So there's that. This is something that I want to kind of go over here today, though. I'm not going to really go too much more in depth on this thread. I think people have talked about it. In fact, I'm going to like briefly show that Ava online had a thread about it and had a thread about the apology video. Zara from 5th Rate Duelist had a thread on the thread and also on the apology. And of course, Cali has a response, which I watched all the way through, and I watched it a few times just to make sure I get stuff right. On top of this, other people had things to say about this. John from House of Champs and most Twitter people, if you're terminally online, you saw some of the takes. Now, here is what you need to know. Doodle was underpaid, Doodle asked for a raise, Doodle was denied, and Doodle had the portfolio work requested, also denied by Cali or Cali's team, which sucks. And we'll get into some of that. Real quick, the nature of this stuff, and we're gonna clear the air right here. Callie made an excellent response video. It's really, really insane. If you didn't watch Callie's response video, I highly recommend that you do. The title's a little bit clickbaity, and that's kind of whatever, but it's a really nice, I won't say wholesome video. Wholesome's like kind of weird way to put it, but it's a personal video where Callie kind of goes over his side of things and talks about how that he did compensate or try to compensate well, or what he thought was compensating well to his editor, and come to his other editing team, or to his team effectively working for his company or his Callie Effect YouTube stuff, right? And that goes as far as like, you know, getting cards for events, or to also helping them out with payments on things, or sending them, you know, extra money here and there. And that's great. And, you know, we can say that that's awesome, but that doesn't really replace how low Doodle or any other editors may have been getting paid. And since then, Callie has talked about how he's reached out to his editors and to people working on his team to try to negotiate fair wages for their work. Callie puts out in the first of the video that he has an open door policy where people can talk to him just straight up if they've got an issue, and I think that's great, you know. But that also leads to some confusion as to like who holds responsibility here, because from Callie's perspective, people would not reach out to him if they had a problem, which I kind of understand, right? Like, you know, the power dynamic between someone who is a notable figure like Callie versus someone who is effectively a no one is pretty different, right? The disparity is pretty high. And so what you end up having is Callie not really noticing or knowing that this was not a fair amount to be paying people for the amount of work that they were asking for. And unfortunately, Doodle and potentially other editors didn't necessarily come to Callie and say, hey, this is not, like, I have a huge problem with this. They may have brought up like, hey, I would like to discuss a raise, or hey, I would like to discuss payment. But here's the issue. Regardless of that, the first time that Doodle asked for a pay raise, he should have gotten it, like at all, right? He should have gotten it, and he should have gotten a pay raise of any sort that maybe would have been reasonable to ask from Doodle. Callie does kind of go over the fact that Doodle was a new and just completely green editor, which it does actually kind of explain the low amount of payment at first, but that still doesn't necessarily excuse later times. I would say after first couple months of working or kind of getting down, once he was moved from the like side channel to the main channel, that's when everything should have been going down. And despite the fact that Doodle did ask for a pay raise and did ask the Callie's team for a pay raise, I do think that it's worth noting that, like, I'm gonna pause myself here for a second to kind of give me a sec to collect my thoughts on this, because what I'm trying to say here is that Doodle did ask for a pay raise and he should have gotten it, and he should have been getting paid to start way more for the amount of work that he's been doing. But on the opposite end, Callie, and as Callie has stated, just straight up did not know, was straight up unaware, just straight up uncommunicative, which is kind of his fault. But then also this whole thing just makes sense. Of course, there's this huge confusion and this huge like disassociation with everything when that's the policy that you got, when you just straight up are unaware of what's going down in your organization. And that is on Callie. On top of the fact that regardless if Doodle asked for a pay raise and did or did not get it, Doodle was passed off to someone else on Callie's team, which, in my opinion, if you are the one who is managing your videos, your team, your videos, your channel, your stream, your social media, this guy, whoever Top Deck TG is not on the name of the Callie Effect. It's Callie. Callie's the face, the name, the brand, the personality. And so whoever this was that was making decisions for Callie should have been involved. Callie should have stepped in, or someone, or Callie should have known to take care of that. That's, you know, it's technically not an employer, it's more of a commission standpoint, but it's Callie's name on the line. Regardless, even if Callie said, hey, I'm gonna pass you off to this person, Callie should have been able to trust that person to make those decisions. And if this person that Doodle's talking to does not feel comfortable making that decision, that's a problem. That falls on Callie. That's something that I think is kind of an issue. Now, once again, though, this could have all been avoided if, again, yes, you're exactly right. Communication is important and communication is key. And I'm getting a little bit heated and worked up about this because I'm talking about the things that kind of went wrong. Doodle was not paid fairly, and Callie didn't necessarily have a good communication avenue, / didn't necessarily, showcase that he was particularly interesting inside, or particularly interesting inside this, particularly interested in hearing out certain things proactively, I should say. So where does this all lead to? Callie makes this response video showcasing his side of things, talking about problems with medical debt and also, or medical debt and kind of his medical payments, on top of the fact that his videos weren't necessarily increasing in monetary return, despite the fact that maybe his views were slightly going up or remaining somewhat similar to what it was before in the past, which, yeah, in the YouTube game, it's not always going to equal to more views. In fact, he did state that a lot of his views were coming from, or uptick in views were coming from his shorts, which was a different editor in itself. So I will give Callie that yeah, YouTube shorts don't really pay that much. So, when the channel's not making a lot of money and, you can't really pay your editors, right? Like the thing that's making you money is unable to pay other people. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's another problem there, right? So let's take a couple steps back after we know the situation. Doodle was the editor for Callie. Callie's videos were not necessarily making a lot of money. Callie also has a lot of personal things to take care of, and thus couldn't necessarily pay Doodle accurately. Even when Doodle was asking for a pay raise from someone else that Callie had managing Doodle and potentially other editors, then that's kind of an issue, right? Callie really should have been the one to proactively step forward and take control of the situation, right? He should have handled that way before it got to a Twitter thread and blew up into drama. But I've seen some takes online talking about how $10 is super unreasonable. And I agree, $10 is way too low. It should have been like 20 or 25 per video. And the reason why I think that is actually quite simple. Your boy has been doing commissions and online art for close to 10 years. We'll actually say about 10 years now. It's maybe like a couple months under 10 years. And I've worked with people that I've done stuff for free. I've worked with people that just got me a beer. I worked with people who I've done things for like $25, $50, $100, $1,000 commissions. Like I've run the gambit, and I talk to difficult clients, simple clients, people who just like take the draft and like, whoa, this is perfect. People who have a ton of revisions, but are completely reasonable in those revisions. And so this is kind of a common issue that I see in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, but also specifically with like new editors and new freelance opportunity. And that's kind of why I want to take a moment to kind of talk about this, not from necessarily like a drama he said, she said perspective, even though we kind of already got rid of that out of the way. I think Callie responded to this pretty gracefully. I think he owned up to his mistakes, and I do think that's awesome. That's awesome. I think Doodle was underpaid, and I feel bad for Doodle, and I feel bad that kind of got their friendship and their relationship, their partnership did get ruined because of stuff that was easily avoidable. Now, here's some problems. Number one, and here's some advice that I have to everyone, or to technically the Yu-Gi-Oh community as I'm talking to. Number one, do not hire editors for anything less than like $50, $25, even if it's like the absolute bottom barrel. I myself, who have been editing my own videos for a while, and other people who will also edit their own streams and make highlights and etc., like, yeah, you gotta understand that you want to pay like in perspective per hour, right? So in theory, let's say editing a video for Callie, which Callie's videos range in length quite a bit, but depends on the editing. It's like 15, 25, 21, 19, 10 minutes. Even cutting things down for 10 minutes, these videos can be hours of work. They can be 3, 4, 5 hours of work. So paying $10 per video is not enough. But what I will say is that depending on the video, I would say $25 per video is not necessarily super unreasonable, at least at twice that amount. $50 a video is realistically what needs to be the precedent. $50 is like, you know, taking that hourly, let's say it takes what, like 2, 3, maybe 4 hours to complete a video in total. Then yeah, I would say that's probably okay, especially for a new editor, a brand new editor, like someone who doesn't really edit, but kind of wants to learn and edit. That being said, and speaking of brand new editing, I do think that if you're green in the space, $10 starting off with, you know, potential to go up to 30, like it was initially proposed, is not too crazy of a thing. Again, if you're brand new and you're super young and you don't really have a lot of experience, I don't think this is necessarily what's for you. You need to build your own portfolio first. You need to kind of work up to getting paid in the first place, which sucks. I think that you should pay if you're going to be commissioned and if you're going to be hired on as an editor or a graphic artist or anything, period. Which it seems like they were. Callie does detail the fact that they had a working relationship before this. But the fact of the matter kind of still remains that like, if you're brand new to this, the really unfortunate part is like, you gotta build up to any sort of like commission possible. And that's the sad truth of it. As a freelance artist, as a graphic designer, as an editor, myself, I know firsthand that it can take a couple of years even to really get good enough to be able to present yourself to professional clients. Because you're not just editing for yourself. You're not just editing for a YouTube audience. You're not just editing for someone, right? You're editing for someone who this is their job. This is their company. This is their business. And if you're not up to snuff in your editing skills and your design skills, if whatever, then I'm sorry to say this, but like, that's completely reasonable that people might not want to work with you, or people might say, hey, not right now, I'm so sorry, or hey, I can't really pay you that much because I don't know what you can do. So that's kind of the important thing to get across, especially from perspective, again, of someone who's been doing this for 10 years now. Like, you got to be able to prove yourself in some way. And I think in the start, that was very true for Duel and Callie. Once again, I'm not necessarily arguing that later on that Duel shouldn't have been paid more, but I think to start, I actually do think Callie's rates were somewhat reasonable, starting off at something super simple, giving him not a lot of work, but then moving up to it, right? I think the problem arose whenever Callie made him the main editor, the absolute main editor specifically. Once that's there, $50 on the table per video minimum. Because at that point, you're putting that editor as the face and as a main editor for your channel, for your main business. 0 questions asked per video. Per short, yeah, maybe 25, I don't know. But you also want to be able to bill hourly. And as a freelance artist, you need to be able to argue for yourself what your wage should or shouldn't be. I think Doodle saying that he should get $25 or $30 is very reasonable. In fact, in one of the tweets that he had earlier, someone from Callie's team actually goes over that he doesn't feel that Doodle getting paid $5 more than his wage versus what they were offering him was going to change anything. And that sucks. That really sucks, right? No matter how creators want to look at it, they're business owners. Anything an employer or worker does is a reflection of them. Not to be rude, but when people got to get paid for what they do, they got bills too. Exactly. I actually, yeah, true. Right. That's the other thing. Yu-Gi-Oh community is so stingy over everything. Like $10 is more like 50. I'm not exaggerating. No, it's kind of right, but it also depends on the creator, how big they are, and the platform. Most of them, their income on said platform. True. If you're not prepared to pay them at least a minimum wage, you shouldn't be hiring them. That's kind of a big key too. So I think for like commission work and for small things, yes, completely. If you're not prepared to pay them like a wage, don't bring them on for commissions. That's just period. That's just absolutely period, right? And again, I kind of speaking from perspective, you have to know that what's reasonable and what's not reasonable. Both the artist, aka Doodle here, and also Callie, or people who work with Callie and work for Callie. You do have to know what is reasonable. And from what I saw in Doodle's thread, none of it what Callie and none of what the team of Callie was asking Doodle to do was reasonable, period. That it's absolutely not reasonable to ask someone for $10 or even $30 to go through 4 hours of footage potentially, or like an hour or two of footage 3 times a week or twice a week even. And that's way too little. Again, like in terms of perspective, like knowing your hourly rate, like for example, for me and normally for my commissions, that back when I was doing a lot more frequently, I was hourly at like $25 an hour. And so if I was working on a video, like for example, if I'm making like a stream highlight video for my own channel, generally it would be anywhere between 2 to 3, sometimes on the high end 4 hours. That's also because I was fast. I could like chop up a rough sketch and then go through and fine tune it. And so even at 2 hours, that's $50, right? Even at 3 hours, 4 hours, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. Callie could have been potentially spending $300 a week on an editor, which is kind of the going rate, right? Like if you can't. Now the justification here that I think people are saying, and kind of what I was saying earlier, is that because Doodle was really green and because Doodle didn't really have a lot of experience, Callie couldn't have paid them a fair wage, quote unquote. I think that's not true, except for in the very beginning. At the very, very start of their relationship and very, very start of their working relationship, I think working for like low pay in general, just for some test footage and to kind of get Doodle acclimated, is completely fine, especially considering that Doodle didn't necessarily have a portfolio to work on. The other thing is that, again, once the relationship got more established and was able to say, hey, I've been working for a little while, I would like a raise, that should have immediately shot up to $50. I think $50 is not unreasonable per video to ask from someone, especially on the low end. That's for like nothing. That's like $50 a video. And let's say the video takes 3 to 4 hours to do, right? Like that's not a lot of money for that. Even for 2 to 3 times per week, that's still not great. Like $150 a week, right, is somewhere a little under minimum wage if you're working for 40 hours a week. Is that right? My math could be wrong there, but either way. Kind of just briefly to discuss this thing here, Callie did also talk about in his video that he didn't necessarily know what this technology was and what this portfolio was, and it wasn't necessarily denied by Callie outright. It was just that they just didn't know what this thing is. And Callie did own up to this. Huge props. He owned up to this, and he himself said and showcased that I didn't know, but also, to be fair, it's on me to understand this technology and to approve this stuff. And since then, it has been approved, and this portfolio stuff is with Doodle, and that's huge. That's huge. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? I mean, my thoughts: pay someone to do it, or watch one of those thousands of YouTube videos teach you the skill. Cold Sekai makes a good point, an absolutely amazing point. If you can't pay someone to do it, do the work yourself. Figure out how to do it. Even if someone tells you, hey, your editing is kind of rough, paying an editor is expensive. It's an expense. It's like you're commissioning someone to do like a pretty big feat for you, pretty much regardless. And so you have to learn how to do it yourself. If you're gonna pay someone to do it themselves, and they say no, or like you say no because it's too expensive, learn it yourself. You kind of have to. Your two options are pay someone adequately, or do it yourself. That's the only two ways around it. And yeah, sure, your work might not look like their work, but it can be pretty close depending on your experience. Again, people I think get afraid that they're like, well, I don't have the software. I don't have the know-how. I can't, but it just takes time. And that's the real thing. It's time. Time away from doing videos, time away from managing social media, time away from doing other things. As Callie said, he was pretty busy with his personal life. So I completely understand. But once again, don't hire people that don't have a portfolio. I know it sucks to say, but unless you know that person, don't do that. Unless in certain cases you can kind of just commission someone. If it's like not a big, I don't know, it's kind of complicated. Like freelance is sometimes complicated. But in general, if you're doing it for like your main business, if it's like, hey, hey, can I commission this drawing from you? And it's like, you don't you see they have a couple sketches, but not a true portfolio. Yeah, you pay the person, to commission like a sketch for you, like an art for you. That's fine. I guess it's kind of like that. But 2, do not, by any means, circumstances, pay them under what they need to be paid. Like, in perspective, think about how long it would take like yourself to do something, and then say, okay, is it reasonable for what I'm asking to pay this person, whatever amount for this service? And then 3, don't hire young. I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community hire a lot of these young editors, these new editors, to try to either mold them or try to like get them work, or try to like make it a lot easier for them to, I don't know, engage with the community, but also to add value to YouTube channels or to increase output. But the reality of it is that like new artists and new people who are new to freelance, particularly young people who are also inside of the space, don't really know how to negotiate for themselves, but also don't necessarily know the scope of what they're talking about or what they're doing. And so hiring a professional / someone who's been doing it a little bit, or someone you have a good working relationship with, is going to be infinitely better than trying to hire someone that has 0 experience. Because then you run into situations like this, where the artist doesn't know how to negotiate for themselves, and the person who is negotiating, who is the primary business owner or someone who commissions the service, doesn't really know what to pay them, because they're like, well, what do I do, right? That's what we end up with. It's this big confusion, like BS. And I don't think this thread and all of this really should have blown up into this big drama piece. And it's not really a reflection on Callie. I think Callie, again, owned up to his faults and apologized for a lot of it, but also is seemingly making active efforts to try to like remediate and mend the relationship. So it's a very complex topic in terms of paying people and talking about commissions on a basis. But artists, make sure you know what you're worth before you start to work with someone. And people who are commissioning artists, pay them adequately if they don't mention a price, or they don't know, or if they haven't explicitly said like, hey, I'm gonna be doing this. Also, don't let people give you more work than necessary. If you feel as if as an artist or as a creator or whatever, that someone is like taking advantage of you, try to work around it, call them out on it, try to, fight for yourself in that case. As a freelancer and as someone who does commissions, it's really hard sometimes to work with someone who is like asking you of things, but without understanding the scope, right? So you sometimes just have to lay down the law and just kind of tell them like, yo, like this is not going to work out because of these reasons, or also, hey, I just don't really have the time, or something like that, right? Whatever. But yeah, just hire Crush Cards and Dire. Yeah, just hire Crush Cards and Dire. Yeah, kind of, right? Like they both have at this point adequate portfolios to say that people can commission them to. And also in the Yu-Gi-Oh space, if someone's asking them to do a video, then they know how much they're worth. For sure. Yo, what's going on, Sebastian Rojas? Hello. Got a 25th anniversary Slifer. Ooh, let's go. Good to hear. I need to get my NEOS. I need to get my armed NEOS 25th anniversary. Yeah, Gimmick Puppet Lock is dead. Rejoice. Let's go. That's right. Yeah, they're turbo banning it. Emergency ban list, which is sick. Absolutely sick. I actually commissioned an artist to draw a character I created, paid $100 for each piece, and was very happy with it. Right there. Like a sketch, a piece, $100 is completely reasonable for character drawings. It's, at least in my opinion, like that seems like perfectly fine, right? The amount of time and work, research, drafting, editing, like it takes a little bit, right? I think the commodification, like Fiverr and doing some things like makes it a little bit cheaper, but like on one hand, you gotta know what you're asking for, and two, you gotta know how much the value is, right? Like for me, for example, if I were to pay someone to edit a video and they were like, here you go, here's a video I edited, and it turns out to be garbage, and I'm like, and we didn't have a negotiated price to start off with, and they're like, hey, I would like $400. I'm like, this doesn't look like $400 of work. Because I also know myself, and because I've been editing for a long time and doing graphics and etc., I'm like, I know what quality is. But I also wouldn't work with someone if I didn't know a history of work in the first place. That's also kind of the thing there, right? Yeah, we also can't expect businesses to be managed properly from a YouTuber who has probably never been in this position before and managing team employers. That's also a great point to bring up. I don't necessarily think that the issue is with Callie necessarily not knowing how to work around this situation. I do want to say that too. I give a little bit. I'm a little bit hard on Callie because it is his face, it is his reputation, and it is his channel on the line, quote unquote, here. But at the same time, yeah, he's probably, the reason why this came up is because he's never been in a position where he has to manage people, right? Where he has to like make decisions on wages and stuff like that. And that's difficult. My hair is like doing a thing right now. And that's difficult to work around. And that's not something that happens every day, especially if you're a YouTuber. I mean, even people with like 200,000 subscribers don't have enough money to pay people adequately what they do. Like, I don't know, but yeah. What's going on, Freezing Kid? I used to do $5 commissions just to build up my skills, but man, it's better to just charge high and then deal with someone that doesn't fully know the value of stuff. Yeah, it's true. That's a good point. Like, doing low commission work for a while to build up your portfolio is a very common practice, and it's very normal. It ends up like you start getting in trouble whenever you start to do prolonged work and starting to get asked to do more difficult tasks. That $5, $10, $15, $20 starts to not be enough, and that's kind of an issue. So to kind of wrap up, in my perspective of this, I think Callie had a great response. I think Callie had a good grasp on the situation in retrospect, in terms of like, not grasp on the situation in retrospect, but on this situation after everything came out. I think Callie had an amazing response. He owned up to his faults, and he just, he apologized and said, I'm sorry, but also defended his side, I think, pretty adequately. He from his perspective, he was trying. But I think what's frustrating to me is that in the very first place, none of this should have happened. Frankly, after like even like 3 to 6 months of work, Duel should have been getting paid like any other editor out there, like a very fair amount, and that's expensive. That's very expensive. Like, if you're paying for an editor, you gotta be ready to come correct, and that's really about it. So yeah, it's also a factor of friendships and businesses intertwining. Exactly, and that gets very tricky, especially with like a power dynamic, right? Like, working with friends sounds like a lot of fun, but sometimes it just goes awry. I've had that happen before in the past. Like, tensions get high and you mix business, and sometimes that's okay. Some people can separate that out, but like, you got to have like a mutual understanding of where you guys are at, right? So that's kind of what I wanted to bring up with this specifically. Once again, here's a little puppy for a palate cleanser if you guys want this. All right, next we're gonna talk about something that's actually even bigger. Finally, right before we get into NEOS, I do want to say a huge congratulations and an enormous W to Jess for Rika. I'm a huge fan of Rika here on the channel. If you guys do not know, we are some Rika truthers here. And we're gonna watch this real quick. We're gonna watch this clip from the German nationals.
But I'm sure he will try to turn this game around here.
Absolutely amazing. This is top 4 of the German nationals. Jess is up 1-0. We're playing against Labyrinth. Set 5 back row on Labyrinth and pass rope to opponent. Jess draws for turn. Harpy's Feather Duster for game. Handshake. Crowd goes wild. Mandate of Heaven. Everything set. Absolutely outstanding. The hand was cracked anyways. Look at this hand. Pank, Imperm, Ash, Gozen was not going to do anything. Insane. Rika Petal, whole combo right there, and evenly matched. They also drew evenly matched, which would have been absolutely crazy, right? So you evenly match. They probably keep the Welcome Labyrinth after everything, and then you Ash the Welcome Labyrinth. This game is over. This game is over pretty much regardless. 6 ways till Sunday, but Harpy's Feather Duster off the top, absolutely just killing it. Amazing, so sick. God, let's watch that again. Set 5 pass. What are they gonna do? Harpy's Feather Duster feels good, and the handshake. Look at that firm grasp. Insane. Yeah, ban Harpy Feather Duster. A field loop for 5 is unfair. I'm saying. Like, okay, here's the thing. People were talking about like how board clears are unfair, and I get it. I understand it, but we're at a point in the game where it's just we kind of facilitate these things, right? Yeah, this is the one who defeated Joshua Schmidt. Listen, Sunseed Genius Loci is a menace. But we love to see a plant win. Mike Issue, thank you so much, Sebastian. Hello. Maybe it was from the video. Unclear. But yeah, just won the European Championship, and this was the deck. This was the deck. I actually just watched the deck profile not too long ago. What is Harpy's Feather Duster doing here? Oh my gosh. Anyways, here's the deck that happened. It's a 42 card deck strategy. Swolelax pilled if I've ever seen it. But they're playing the Therion engine, which I think is pretty interesting, as well as the Small World to get into targets for. They have like the Divine Incarnate here. I think that's what that is for. It's also a Small World target, 0 attack monster. Pankratops, which is pretty solid for also for some reason a Small World target, but also a giant board breaker, huge, insane. They're playing 3 copies of Ash, 3 copies of Imperm. They also have Lone Fire Blossom. No Cactus Bouncer to be seen, and I kind of get it. Cactus Bouncer is just a win more card at a certain point, so that's whatever. But you know, this is a very solid list. This list is just straight heat. I have not a lot of things to say other than the tech of the water art in the background, but this is like a straight up normal. This is a very normal Ricka deck. This is a beautiful, normal Ricka deck with 42 cards. And then your boy is always happy about that. So congratulations, Jess. We love to see a Ricka win. So awesome. I appeared in Duelog's video about YouTube versus Twitch. Duelog's video and YouTube versus Twitch. What is that on? Is on his main channel? Did he post it on his main channel, or is that in the Duelogs? Duel logs. I'm just gonna do Twitch. Oh, it's duel logs. Oh, hey, I am in here.
Ice cream time. Hello, Mr. Logs. How do you feel with the wasted?
How did I get here?
Thank you for the question.
That's my Twitter thread.
Logs tomorrow.
It is.
We're gonna read this Twitter thread.
Oh, let's go. Funny enough, yeah. Wait, let me switch over to that. This is, if you guys do not know, that's my Twitter thread. I made a whole Twitter thread about the differences between YouTube and Twitch, and I think I saw a little bit of this stream. Funny enough, but Swolelax mentioned. Let's go. Let's go on to Press Corn. Hello, good to see you. Yeah. If it wasn't for Masterville, I'd have no clue of how Small World work. It's got a weird phrasing, but it's a really cool card. That's cool. I'm glad that I'm glad that we're here. Yeah, this is your boy. These are my real numbers, by the way. If you haven't seen this thread, it's kind of legendary, and I do like it. But nice, very cool. Very, very cool. Checking the comments on that a little bit. Okay, not gonna lie, the Colleen Ballinger videos make me laugh every time. I was gonna start this stream off with playing something and being like, hey, it's been a while. I haven't really seen it. Oh god, the ukulele thing kills me. Anyways, so yeah, cool. Very nice. I'm glad to see we're in there. Yeah, I went over the context for this. I went over this thread and I shared it with Duelogs, and he retweeted it and he wanted to talk about it because it's like, and I think he goes over it in the video too. Every single thing that has to do with YouTube versus Twitch is like completely irrelevant past a certain point. It's like if you are streaming on YouTube versus streaming on Twitch, the biggest difference is that you have a better algorithm on YouTube to get a larger audience or to get, higher viewership, et cetera, which is kind of the point, I think. But but the one thing on Twitch that you get that you don't get on YouTube is like networking. Like if you have like a bigger network, people to host you or to do collabs and stuff, like, I mean, Twitch is the place to go, right? So there's that. Why did they just announce the new Arsartic cards? They added them to Duelogs. That's right. I think it was Lazy Lee talk about Arsartics on Duel Links, and finally, Arsartics is a banger deck. I love that it's in Duel Links. I'll probably be able to play. But yeah, they just announced a new Arsartic card, inside of Duel Links. It's like the what's the new Synchro, right? That one's pretty solid. I think he agreed with all your points. Oh, okay, cool. I'll have to watch this. It's a very banger stream. A very banger thread, I should say. I thought this thread, I thought I did pretty well with it. I didn't mention a few things on it, but that's okay. You should try to stream on some kind of regular schedule. Oh, I definitely should. I really should. It's sometimes hard, but I've been trying to do 2 streams a week, but or at least one to 2 streams a week now. Pulled there. Polaris Drytron. That's what it is. That's right. That's right. That's right. So budget too. It's nice. Oh, it's budget in Duel Links? That's good to hear. I'm definitely gonna have to try that then. But thoughts on Kick? Kick is unfortunately not a like, so XQC did go over to Kick, and Kick is whatever. I think that Kick is not going to be sustainable in the future. My only reason why I'm saying that is because like they're dropping $100 million to sign people, right? Which is fine, but there's no way that contract gets paid out in the time that he's there to stream and is non-exclusivity. 1. 2, the whole selling point of Kick is you can do whatever you want. But as we've seen with high profile streamers, as you know, we kind of predicted, the DMCA laws and people who hold copyright for these properties and these media that goes over to Kick, they now are noticing, because before people were like, what's Kick? I don't really care if you stream full movies. But now it's like, oh, we kind of gotta, you know, tighten up on our control of that, because how do I put this? Because copyright holders are scary and the feds get involved, and that's even more scary. And even if they're an Australian company of some sort, they still have to abide by US laws or inter-country laws, because that's how the world works. Like, you can't operate on US soil with Amazon stuff if you don't operate with TOS in mind. Like, they have AWS or IVS, Interactive Video Service, as their backend for Kick. So, you know, if they don't follow TOS, Amazon can shut them down, as well as DMCA holders. That's just how that works. It's crazy. So I don't know. I think that Kick is, if Kick can put its act together, and if Kick eventually proves itself to be viable, I think that's then, you know, whatever. My thing though with streaming on Kick is like all the problems that I have with with Twitch, Kick has in extreme excess, right? Twitch has not a very good discoverability platform. It doesn't have a lot of really good ways to find people. It's also not great in terms of its community functions. It's not as good as Twitch on those things. So it has worse problems than Twitch, but also it doubles down on the fact that you also can't find anyone. That it's like the algorithm, so to speak, is not great. Add that on top of the fact that you're also streaming with like some pretty unsavory folks, and you could also get like, I don't know, you can get in some big trouble on Kick, and that doesn't sit right with me right now. But, you know, hey, if they gave me $100 million, it'd be hard for me to be like, well, I won't stream on your platform. $100 million? I'm sorry, we're moving over to Kick, baby. But that's also, you know, more money than I'm sure anyone, and a lot of people, 90% of anyone would ever see ever. So I'm like, it'd be hard to say no to $100 million. We'll see though. Dystopia's in Duel Links 2. It's so good. Oh, Dystopia's in Duel Links. That's sick. Dystopia's insane. But Rumble's becoming a pretty solid platform for streaming. See, that's the thing. Like, Rumble and Kick compared to Twitch and YouTube, even Facebook gaming, is just like so low on the spectrum in terms of like viewership and being a competitor, right? 100 million would be a crazy pack opening. True, very true. We just opened 100 million packs. That's not true. That used to be $1 worth. Spending $100 million on Yu-Gi-Oh merch. Beautiful. I don't even know how much. I can't even fit that much Yu-Gi-Oh merch. I'll be awesome though. It'd be crazy. So come on, Brandon J. Hello. Good to see you. As you say, really thought he was going to get away with anything. Instantly got hit with streaming an entire movie. That's what I'm saying, right? Once money gets involved and once high profile individuals get involved, that's when the rules start to really apply. Twitch and early days of YouTube, very similar. It's great. You could watch whole movies on Twitch and whole movies on YouTube. I remember someone talking about how like someone lit a chair on fire and like and then like peed it out on early days of Twitch. That's crazy, right? But you can't do that anymore. That's against TOS. And it's just because money gets involved, advertisers get involved, like shareholders get involved. Like the more corporate a company gets and the more corporate stuff happens, that's just kind of how the world works. YouTube, I think, has a lot of positives and benefits over. I watched an entire season of Naruto on YouTube. Exactly. That's sick. That's super awesome. I don't know. I really don't get how he's so out of touch with these copyright laws. It's really interesting. I'm not quite sure how XQC thought that was like that he was going to get away with it, but I don't know. Can't piss on stream anymore. True. Exactly. Give us back. We'll be no. But yeah, like XQC thought he could get away streaming like the entirety of the Dark Knight, right? Or the Dark Knight trilogy. And it's insane that was a selling point on Kick. But then, shocker, copyright holders get involved, and it's like, what did you think was going to happen? And same thing with Kick. Kick has to abide by those laws, or else they're going to get shut down. It's just the lay of the land. But Stake doesn't really care. The reason why Stake can throw $1 billion into it is because Stake doesn't make its money on Kick.com. It makes its money on gambling and crypto services. So, you know, it's like they don't care if it goes under. They're just trying to get a slice of the pie. But in a 95-5 split's pretty impressive, not gonna lie. But I mean, I don't know. There's just so many other things wrong with it. I probably could like sit down and make like a collective thoughts on all of it. But for now, my general is that it's got all the problems Twitch has times 10, meaning that it has worse problems than Twitch. And also it has none of the benefits that I like about YouTube, which is there. And it doesn't have you guys, most importantly. All right, let's actually get to dueling. Let's actually play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Boo, Yu-Gi-Oh! But we're gonna be playing some NEOS today. Yay! Let's go. Let's go. All crypto is a scam. A lot of it's kind of a scam. Not like, that's the crazy part, is that a lot of crypto is a scam. It's an interesting speculative asset and it's an interesting technology, but a lot of it's kind of whack. A lot of it's pretty whack, not gonna lie. Swolelax signs to Kick, the #1 dueling streamer in the world. Play some Duel Links. I'm sick of Maxi. We could play Duel Links here in a little bit. We'll probably play some NEOS and then play some Ursartic to end. I actually would not be too. Actually, I have to update my thing. It's going to take a while. I don't know. It might just take a while. We'll see. Yeah, he must think that they're just Twitch rules and not laws or something ridiculous like that. Although I don't know how you can become a pro streamer and not know the minimum laws related to it. You'd be surprised. Like, I mean, there was that one infamous like Linus Tech Tips helps him build a computer, but you can like be a pro streamer, you can be an online personality, you can do a ton of things and not know anything about tech, about about laws, about copyright, any of these things. And it is baffling, right? Because you're like, even as a bystander, it seems like it's like obvious that, oh yeah, of course you can't stream movies on TV. That's insane. Updating the background, yeah, I probably could do that actually. That seems like a lot easier. Let me put Steam over here and get this update going. Oh my gosh, 236 hours instead of Duel Links. Oh no. But yo, what's going on, Matthew? Hello, been a while. I know. I'm saying, how's it going? How's it going? Yeah, I've been planning on playing any of the console Yu-Gi-Oh games. I actually want to bring back Tag Force. We need to play Tag Force 2. I haven't quite played Tag Force 2 in a while, or Tag Force in general. But we definitely got to do it, right? It's a really cool replay. You should go watch it. I'm kind of down. Here, let's open up our dailies though and our logs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, because I haven't actually logged in to get my dailies like rolling in. That sucks. Legacy of the Duelist. Yeah, that's right. Actually, I've never played Legacy of the Duelist. I have it downloaded because I was gonna play it on stream like a billion years ago when it came out. But man, I've never touched this thing, and I kind of wanna to see how bad it is, right? I don't know. I wish that dice roll event had been a real event. That'd been kind of cool. It'd be really cool. All right, not Duel. All right, not Duel. We haven't gotten back into it yet. What we really need to do, we haven't had anything new inside of Master Duel in a while. Let's go ahead and grab our NEOS. I think it's Modern Jaden. Here we go. Ta-da! Duelist of the Roses was amazing. I've heard Duelist of the Roses was actually really good. I actually have her that's pretty solid. So, but anyway, I get more and more impressed with Madolche. I just beat Tier Runic, which is specifically designed to crush my deck. Madolche is able to play around and adapt on the fly. Ooh, that's sick. Yeah, Madolche is actually kind of good this format, especially because the Bestials don't touch anything because they're Earth, and generally you might not have stuff in the graveyard, which is nice. But yeah, thought Sam getting first place with heroes. Oh yeah. I saw. I mean, Sam's new deck profile with the new Flame Wingman is incredible. I love it. It's like, of course, I mean, he's playing about what I'd expect. I think the only thing that's different is he's playing like 2 Stratos, I think, and then maybe like, what is it? He's playing 2 Mass Change as well. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3. But it's about the standard hero list that I think it is. It's so funny. Sometimes when I see non-Master Duel lists, I'm like, where's Max C? Of course it's not in there. But yeah, it was a locals. Yeah, it was a locals. It was a locals, but I'm like, it's still super sick, which is nice. JNBR helped in making the deck and learn the combo. Of course, JNBR is the man. That guy is like an actual nut. Just got my Infernal Rages in the mail. It's waiting for Shiny NEOS now. It's such a cool card. I had this card in real life. I don't have my Infernal Rages yet. I actually think I might try to pull the 25th anniversary Armed NEOS first to see what I can do with it. But definitely have to get this. I have Favorite Contact. It's going to be integrated in the combo super well, and I cannot wait. It's such a cool card. God, it's super interesting. I think with this deck, by the way, Dread Decimator is really nice, but I'm kind of down. I have to probably put in Wake Up Your E-Hero. I think I'm going to take out Contrast. You know, I do like Contrast. Contrast is pretty solid. I'm normally never going to summon Nebula NEOS. Maybe I do, though. But Wake Up. Why don't you want to put a little makeup? Amazing. Yeah, Infernal Rage is kind of the way to go. Yeah, I can even beat the new branded Bestial when I go second, even before playing Max C. I don't know, Madolche with Max C is kind of like, it's kind of over, right? Unless I'm wrong. It might not be. They might be able to do like 1 or 2 things with Interruption, which is good. So yeah, Droplets time. Yeah, Droplets is actually very solid. I keep in this deck because it's kind of a older tech, but it just works every time. It's just good. Take out Verte, but Verte for Miracle Fusion, or I don't have NEOS Fusion in here. I don't really need NEOS Fusion, but it's there. Are you gonna play Armed NEOS? We tried playing Armed NEOS a couple weeks ago, and this was the deck that we played. It was not that good, kind of. Armed Dragon Flash is really solid, especially when you pair it with like Shadow Mist, because you can get free searches by summoning Armed Dragon level 3 Thunder, which is sick. But the problem is that, like, okay, here's the hard truth about Armed NEOS. Armed NEOS is good. Armed NEOS is great. But what's the benefit of going to Armed NEOS versus going to any other like NEOS Fusion target? Because of the fact that you can't search the materials of Armed NEOS with Extra Hero Infernal Devicer, that's kind of a problem. That already makes it not super great. Add that on top of the fact that Armed NEOS like has to attack, it's a little bit slower. I still think this card is crazy, but there's not like a whole lot of benefit of going into this thing versus something like Rainbow NEOS, which is ultimately going to be stronger for you. But this is probably approximately the deck I'd play with it. The idea is you're trying to go for Armed Dragon Flash and Armed Dragon Flash into Armed Dragon Thunder, discard Shadow Mist to gain value, and then you have set up for Armed NEOS, potentially. So, yeah, Armed NEOS is good, but with Infernal Rage, it's actually great. That's also true. I think Armed NEOS with Infernal Rage gets much, much better. But yeah, I feel like I've seen more people playing Armed NEOS in Armed Dragon than Hero. Yeah, that's about what you'd have to do with it. Because you kind of, the issue is that these cards, the other Armed Dragon Thunders, don't really synergize well with the Hero cards. Except for maybe one of them. So maybe I'm playing this deck wrong, and I need to be focusing more on the heroes or focusing more on the dragons. And that's kind of that's probably what it would be the two. So yeah, I don't know. Still thinking on the ratios with the new Wingman is here for my NEOS deck. Pretty solid with hero in it. I think that with the ratios, where's my Milk Toast hero? Hey, what's going on, Nicholas? Hello, good to see you. Hello. So this is my Milk Toast hero list. I added the Bestials in here. I think the ratios would essentially just be like taking out one card somewhere in here maybe a Call by the Grave, maybe a Bestial specifically, and then replacing one of these cards for the replacing one of these cards like Dangerous maybe. It's probably all right. And maybe Escuriado as well for the 1/1. So yeah. Nightmare Mermaid finally banned in Duel Links on all formats. Let's go. That card is awful and should be bad. So yeah, building Tellarknight soon. Tellarknight seems like a fun deck. They are getting new support. Did the new support come to Master Duel yet? This is pretty good. NEOS is a NEOS fusion target, so you can search with Sun. That's true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you can search the NEOS fusion, which is fine, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess you could search it with Spirit of NEOS, and then you could still go into your combo and then summon NEOS. That's probably the more beneficial way of summoning it. But it's like that whole setup still to get it. You're almost better off doing normal Arms Dragon or normal Neo stuff beforehand. Still super strong though, because you can also lock your opponent out of things, and that's like all we can really hope for, right? So let's go ahead and get in some warm-up duels. Standard. Season 19 has begun. I wasn't playing Rika. You were playing Rika. Yeah, I'm trying to build Necros, but it turns out they're not very good. I think you can do Necros with like the... What was the more modern version of Necros? You could do it with... You could do Necros with a... Necros with Chalice Slime. Not Chalice Slime. You could do it with the... What's that archetype called? I cannot remember. But it's right there, right in front of me. Drytron. Drytron, you can almost do it. It's a ritual-based one, which is all right. You could do it with Drytron. You could do it with the Incantations. That's what it is. Incantations, you could do it with Drytrons. You could also have... There's a build a while back that you could do it with Megalith. Megalith is actually one thing I did. I did see a Megalith version, which is pretty solid. I think Necros is just a draw engine now. Yeah, it's still got some stuff to it. Like, a lot of its more powerful engine is still very strong. But yeah, I don't know exactly how you would build a modern Necros deck nowadays. But it's still pretty good. All right, adding a hero monster from deck to hand. It's got to be Stratos. Of course. I'm going to go for increase here. Increase, get rid of the Ferris. Ferris on the board. Or increase on the board. Increase effect, we're going to special summon out from our deck Vision Hero Vion. Vision Hero Vion's effect activated now. Sending to the graveyard, we're going to send over a Mally. And then we can go for our shenanigans. Why do I have Baguska as my sleeves? I actually never noticed that before. That's fine. What is his extra deck? 3? I didn't realize. I didn't notice his extra deck was 3. That's awesome. That's actually awesome. That's great. I'm super down. All right, we're gonna go for 2. Gonna go for Cross Crusader. Boosh. Gonna go Cross Crusader effect. Gonna bring back Mally on the board. Boop. Cross Crusader effect. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of this for. I really think we should just go for something simple, but we'll go for this one, which is fine. We're gonna go for Stratos. Stratos effect activate on the board. Add a hero monster from deck to hand, and then we're gonna go add the Liquid Soldier. It's Blue Eyes OTK. Oh, don't say that. I have a terrible record against Blue Eyes. Let's go ahead and go for next these two into our Wonder Driver, our Wunda Driver. Wunda Driver on board. Gonna go for Polymerization, get some free draws. Gonna go for Sunrise. This combo gets a lot easier if we can just go into something else, which is fun. Get a Wonder Driver back. We can reset our Polymerization, activate the effect of Liquid Soldier, activate the effect of Sunrise, which is nice. Ooh, are you gonna try out Mommy and Darker when this come out? Oh my god. I probably will try Labyrinth just for a little bit, just to get a handle on the meta, but I maybe won't do Dark World. Dark World's like one of these decks that I've never truly found interest in, but I mean it's okay. I mean it's alright. But we'll see. Alright, I think next we get to go into a whole lot of nothing, maybe. I don't know how a lot we can Can truly do. I'm going to go ahead and go for Malicious. Yeah, didn't get Ash. It's right. Yeah, no hand trap Ash. We just instantly win with a DPE into a Sunrise. This is an amazing NEOS deck, by the way. Insane NEOS deck. I already used the Shadow Mist effect. Got it. Gotcha. Good call. I actually probably would have. I don't know if I did send that already, didn't I? No, I only have the one there. That's good. That's right. That's right. Okay. I guess we could go into something funny here, but we'll see. All right, we're gonna go for Wonder Driver here and Malicious because we actually still can do quite a bit here. Gonna go for Infernal Devicer. Infernal Devicer effect's gonna activate here on the board. We're gonna go for Infernal Devicer. We're going to show Flame Wingman, and we're gonna go and add from our deck to our hand Avion. Incredible. After this, okay, here's kind of the problem. I'm gonna go ahead and go make DP, and then that should be enough. All right, we have a kind of an amazing board here, so that's. I'm just gonna go ahead and make DP. Why not? Or I can make Wake Up Your Elemental here. Now we'll make DPE. DPE, right? Oh, did I say no to that? Perfect. Big DP on the board. And we'll go. Yeah, I don't really see Dark World or Labyrinth shifting the meta while Tier is still pretty much in full power. I completely agree. I think that's very true. And also the Bestials. Yeah, the Bestials are a hit, which is gonna like Bestial Dark World probably could have been a thing. But then also like, yeah, Tier Limit is still the best deck. Right, Labyrinth might be able to do it. I think Labyrinth might be able to contend like Branded, Labyrinth, and Tearlament, but for the most part, I think, yeah, I think that's right. But I don't know. So I don't have inspiration to make videos anymore. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully they can, you can find something that inspires you to make it. I personally as well like have been big chilling on doing some streams, and so like making the videos has been a little bit different for me, but it's fun. I have a couple projects in the work that I've been working on for like a couple weeks now, and it's not like I've been actively working on them. When I say working on them, I'm like, yeah, I've done the script, I've maybe done some recording, I've done a little bit of editing, but I've been particularly lazy on it, which I really need to stop doing because I need to put out a video sometime soon. Is there? What's going on, Logan? Hello. Good to see you. Hello, welcome in. Do you think that that off-running Dark Ruler once the new Wingman arrives, since we'll have a consistent way to interaction to stop from their recovery once it comes out? Yeah, I think Dark Ruler is going to be an insane card in the upcoming format. I think it's probably going to be insane against specifically like Kashtira is going to be nuts. It's a blowout card against a lot of the rogue decks, and so like because the new Flame Wingman is going to allow us to extend into so many things. Okay, who said Blue Eyes OTK? Sage the Eyes of Blue. It is Blue Eyes. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I think Dark Ruler is going to be a good tech choice. I think we should run. I think you could run a couple of them, honestly. Kilvon again with the absolute intuition of God. It's oh my God. Burst Stream of Destruction. Incredible. Awesome. That's crazy. How did that work? Insane. Absolute insanity. He had a little combo here too. Defense draw. Okay, he's just playing the structure deck. That's fine. Oh my gosh. Incredible. That's sick. Oh, okay, that's cool. Pop the Blue Eyes, see if it stops it. That's right. It said you have to control a Blue Eyes, right? That's fine. I mean, we'll be able to hit over it now and do some shenanigans. I think we're pretty much in the clear here, so we should be able to still do a whole lot while while protecting our board. I think we're gonna be A-okay. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and activate the effect of Vision Hero Ferris. Vision Hero Ferris, we're gonna discard Avion. We're going to have Ferris on the board, not activating Ferris effect. Then we're going to normal summon Burstinatrix. Afterwards, we're gonna go ahead and go into, I guess we could go to Verte Anaconda. But instead, I'm gonna activate Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. We're going to go ahead and pop Burstinatrix and pop the back row. Then we're gonna go into Miracle Fusion. Miracle Fusion, we're gonna banish 2 cards from our graveyard, Avion and Burstinatrix, to summon Grand Merge on the board. 600, by the way. 600 attack points, awesome. We're gonna go into Grand Merge, we're gonna swing in for 18, killing for 12, activating Grand Merge's effect. Then, gonna go for Elemental Hero, Shining, NEOS, Wingman. Nice and simple. Easy OTK. Every time. Easy peasy. Bowling children, let's go! True, very true. Yeah, I mean, listen. Yeah, it wasn't OTK, but it was still Blue Eyes, I guess. Yeah, we really should. I haven't quite done the thing where I'll go second. We haven't done the thing where we banish all of our graveyard. We really should be doing that, though. That'd be fun. But Mirror Force, no. Yeah, what do you think is the best card in the extra deck and why? The best card in the extra deck? Oof. I mean, there's a lot of best cards for different decks. I think in the TCG Kashtira, Arise Heart is probably best. Oh, we should have gotten second. We should have gotten first. Oh my gosh, we should have gotten first. No, we're gonna get beat by Sprite. Anyways, but I think it kind of depends on the deck. I still hold that a lot of the best cards in the extra deck are like Verte. I think is kind of insane as always. I do think things like Mirror Jade is deceptively powerful for, despite the fact you can kind of splash it in whatever you want. I think DPE is one of the best cards in the entire game, kind of just full stop period, just because like you can technically play it with the Fusion Destiny engine and it's incredibly strong. Cyber Dragon Infinity has always been a powerful boss monster, and I think that's really strong too. But single best extra deck monster, probably Access Code. Yeah, Access Code is definitely there. I think that's for sure. You have make Verte. Verte all day for 2 cards, as long as you have 2 monsters after your opponent has wasted 4 hand traps to stop you, is also very powerful. But yeah, I think Access Code is probably the single best one. It just does everything you need. But it's solid. Pepsi better get that Sprite shit, I'm saying. Sprite Sprind, Sprite Gigantic, Nimble Angler, all of this together. It's there. Zeus is also a pretty good competitor for best extra deck card. That's true. I forgot about Zeus. I haven't really seen Zeus all too often, but Zeus is a very strong contender. That's a good point. Zeus is very strong and cool. Zeus is a very cool card. I want that Zeus figure that they're coming out with. That Zeus mech. God, that's gonna be so cool looking. I would definitely love to have that. There we go. I closed out of all my tabs, and one of them was like my stream dock. And I'm like, what just happened? Awesome. Oh, great. Okay, so we didn't send anything. We know when that back card is, right? Or we think we do. Oh, this Call of the Grave is gonna be kind of nice. Instant Contact is going to be pretty solid here. I think that's like maybe going to be the best thing we can do. Otherwise, we just kind of lose. IP Masquerade is pretty good. I don't know. I'm going to go for Stratos and see what happens. Probably just going to lose, but that's fine. Been seeing this deck a lot on ladder. Yeah, this deck is kind of nuts. Sprite and Tri-Sprite's actually insane. But accidentally closing the stream. That's right. Insane. Oh, we win. Okay, cool. Well, that's kind of easy, right? I guess I could have attacked over Sprite. I still kind of want to. Okay. I'm gonna go for Battle Phase. We'll just go ahead and try to out-dive Masquerade, and we'll see what he can do. All right, so we'll be fine. Callbite should give you the win. Yeah, we should be okay somewhat. I think we're gonna run into some issues here with like. Oh God. Apollosa. I should have searched. No, it's fine. That's fine. That was the wrong play. I should have pressed yes for continue my battle phase. Okay, question that we have here. Can I bait out this Apollosa? I think I can. We're gonna go for instant contact. Instant contact here. We're gonna go ahead and summon out Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. All right, well, follow me on this one. We'll go for Flame Wingman. All right, we're already in there. Then we're gonna go for 2. I'm gonna go for. I mean, Predplant Verte Anaconda is a pretty good thing to auto hit with bow. That's probably gonna be very strong. Alternatively, I can go for 1. Yeah, then a misclick. That's what I'm saying. This was a pretty big misclick, and it does not feel good. Does not feel very good at all. Because I probably could have waited, gone main phase 1, baited this out with a couple of them, hit over, and then we'd still be fine. So this is probably an automatic search, and maybe he doesn't want this. So we're just gonna go for 2. We'll go for Infernal Devicer. We'll hold on to Verte. Verte is probably very strong, but we'll hold on to Verte. Gonna go for Infernal Devicer. We've got 4 more of those. 24. Okay, not bad. Gonna go for Ferris Effect. Ferris Effect activates. We're gonna get rid of liquid. Negate the effect. It doesn't destroy it, so we do have a chance for next turn to go for it. Yeah, this is the thing here too, right? Goes down to 16. We could have hit over with Stratos, and we'd be a-okay. All right, we're fine. I'll set 2, and I'll pass. Now he only has 2 negates. He can't beat over Infernal Devicer. We have 2 negates because he has majority of his stuff inside of the graveyard. So all of his, all of this, which that's one that I did not account for. That sucks. That actually sucks. Never mind. That's chill. 3? 3 for Rugal? Oh, for Doom Eagle. Doom Eagle. That's interesting. Maybe he thinks we have a Miracle Fusion and I'm going to draw 2 off that. Okay. I guess I kind of get it. But, like, not really. Sure. Yeah, go ahead and special summon a Sprite monster. That's cool. And he's locked into level 2s here, which is good. Yeah, that's fine. I'll go ahead and Call by the Grave. This is an instant negation. We can just Call by the Grave his Bright Blue. Easy peasy. So we're not dead yet, I don't think. He can technically, he's locked into level 2, so he can't make anything threatening. This was, again, very much spaghetti on both our parts. But that's okay. Yeah, if only that misclick didn't happen, at least Spirit of NEOS would be able to get out, I think. If he doesn't go for a second Gigantic. He's not going to be able to go for a second Gigantic here. I mean, he can, like, Fractal to send things to summon. But I think I'm just gonna I'm just gonna call by the Fractal. He's gonna have to wait here, but that back row I don't think is truly anything. It might be something like but it seems like it's like a battle trap or something. Yeah, there we go. Doom Eagle in. Spear of Neos effect. Okay. Nice. Only one negation and monster negation so far. It's pretty solid. And we can easily bait that out. Ow. No. Not 800. All right, inshallah, no Maxi, right? Oh, Aqua Dolphin's pretty fun. And we have Verte still, so we can still kind of go for this, right? His quick effect is his Doom Eagle. I know that for sure. Interesting. God, that sucks. If he attacks, I go in with Spirit of Neos. Spirit of Neos summons itself, negates by Appaloosa. The discard paradox. That's what I'm saying. Because like he can't really negate with Bow of the Goddess. Like he can, but it's like Spirit of Neos just gets us so much value here. I think. Maybe not. Let's just go for Spirit for Ferris. We'll discard. We'll get to discard Spirit of Neos for cost. He's gonna negate it with Appaloosa. If he doesn't, then it's over. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we can just swing with Aqua Dolphin then. I mean, that seems fine. Normal Aqua Dolphin. This is a goofy game. Battle phase. We have so many monsters in the graveyard, this Doom Eagle is never going to happen, but that's okay. He can go into his... oh god, that's going to be actually kind of bothersome. He's going to be able to go into his Sprite... Sprite Elf. He can go Sprite Elf. That's going to be kind of upsetting. Alright. We actually might have just lost because of our big misclick. That sucks. It's Jover. That's what I'm saying. It is actually Big Jover. Our misclick to not continue our main phase to activate cards and negate his Appaloosa is actually the problem. Ferris was an interesting thing to allow us to go into, though. Again, the Appaloosa is not the craziest in the world. Attack here, attack Doom Eagle. Right? If he's smart, he'll go into Elf. Elf into second Gigantic. Yeah. Oh, no, just access code. Oh, that's his game anyways. What am I doing? No, not necessarily. What is he doing? Okay. I'm lost here. Inshallah, hero monster. Oh, okay. This was gonna do it for us, but we'll see. Quick effect, back row here, probably a call by the grave, but we'll see. All right, Ferris effect's gonna activate, gonna discard the shiny honest Neos on the board. Never punish ? That's what I'm saying. Gonna go for Ferris effect. Ferris effect is insane. Gonna go for increase. Increase effect. Increase, we're going to tribute the Ferris. Imperm. It could be Imperm. Could also be Twin Twisters, Cosmic Cyclone. Both those actually would work really well here. Not a chance. Gonna go for increase. Increase effect activates effects. Ash Blossom. Fine. Whatever. That's whatever. It's okay. We messed that one up. It's a good warm-up game. It's a good warm-up game. Always the hand, never the field. I'm saying here. Okay, we'll go first. We'll go first. That was a little bit of too long of a game for us to actually feel like that was something. No extra deck? That's worrisome. 46 cards, no extra deck with the Dark Magician for its mate. That sucks. All right, engage Neospace. We do have engage Neospace and Shadow Mist. We got the combo. And this, yeah, and ashing the increase of the choke point. Man's a hero player. That's what I'm saying, right? Man's actually a hero player. I have polymerization from deck to hand. Gonna activate the effect of Shadow Mist. I didn't have to do that, but I could have. Gonna activate the effect of Spirit of Neos. Easy on board. Adding Engage Neospace to my hand. I actually guess I didn't have anything else, but I drew the rest. What else do I have here that I can make? Liquid Soldier? Liquid Soldier, it is, yeah. We'll add Liquid Soldier, it's fine. No favorite contact. We really do need to add favorite contact in. I think that's something that we gotta work into our regimen. Shuffle back Spirit of Neos. We're gonna bring back Neos on the board. Then add a hero monster from our deck to our hand. I think we're gonna go ahead and add from our deck to our hand an elemental hero, a Vision Hero Ferris. This should give us everything we need. Activate the effect of Vision Hero Ferris. Vision Hero Ferris, activate. We're gonna go for Vision Hero Ferris. YouTube's rough today. Oh, is it going off? Is it crashing quite a bit? Okay, there we go. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Yeah, YouTube's kind of, it was, okay, that's good. Maybe something's going on. Maybe something's going wrong in the background. What's going on, KBG Revolver? Hello. Everyone's going well. I could go for a new Neo Space Field Spell. Ooh, rough. It's not good. Yo, what's going on, new banner? Hello, how's it going? Hello, hello. About 15 seconds ago? That's rough. That's super rough. Yeah, I kind of want to add the new Neos Wingman card in here. Not the new Neos Wingman card. The interruption, I guess, more for interruption to summon out favorite contact. Favorite contact's pretty solid. I didn't even realize I didn't have favorite contact in here. Right, we're gonna have to get rid of one card, which I think we're gonna have to get rid of probably Neos Space Connector. I'm okay with that being a one of in this. Or maybe none. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think these are gonna be fine. Well, this will be our little deck. We're gonna go into it. Honest Neos, maybe. I think Honest Neos is very good for the for like our OTK potential. And honestly, sometimes we'll have to get into we'll have to do more damage oftentimes, or OTK with like Wake Up Your E-Hero. I think hitting Honest Neos is like, not having Honest Neos sometimes just feels really bad. This feels worse though. This hand's actually solid, but only because we have Maxi. All right, we're gonna go for Ferris in here. Ferris in here, we're gonna discard the other Ferris. Funny enough, gonna go on the board. Then we're gonna activate Ferris's effect. Ferris, we're gonna grab Increase. Increase effect, if you don't know, Increase is the choke point. Let's see if he's got something for Increase. Are we climbing just with Neos? That's the plan. Today we're gonna be playing with some Neos, maybe trying another deck, maybe. But this must be a meme variant because I don't see Grand Mole. Also very true, actually. But yeah. Yeah, not the worst hand, really. At least you can normal Verte if they Ash your Imperm. That's true. Yeah, it's not that bad. We have some plays around this, which is okay. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're climbing with Neos. We might try to do something else, but we'll see. We'll see if we can get some games with Neos first, or at least a Neos hero build. It's predominantly hero, but we're gonna try for some Neos shenanigans. Okay, what do we do here? Sending to the graveyard. We could send Shadow Mist to get a search. Doesn't seem too bad, but then we would have to get that search. Be malicious. Let's see. I'm kind of getting down to do the Shadow Mist, and then Shadow Mist effect, activating its effect to get a search from our deck to our hand. I'm down to grab a Stratos. So I'm down to grab a Stratos. Activate effective Vion here. Vion here will get rid of Ferris. Ferris effect. We'll grab the polymerization. Easy peasy. Don't need Dark Law. I mean, you don't need Dark Law when you got NEOS, you know what I'm saying? But also, we kind of need Dark Law sometimes. That's okay. Because Stratus effect activates. I'm gonna add to my deck, to my hand, Liquid Soldier. I'm gonna go ahead and get the Burstinatrix off into the graveyard early. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab Extra Hero Infernal Devicer. Seems like it'd be a pretty solid approach. I'm gonna grab both of these off. Infernal Devicer. So hard to climb with Milquetoast Heroes, and I cannot win. Even study your VODs. Oh, he's got Nibiru. That's crazy. If he Nibiru's here, I think it's definitely Jover. But yeah, so Heroes and Milquetoast Heroes are kind of this weird place. Like Jaden BR did climb with Jaden BR climbed, and I saw Jaden BR climbed with like a 60 card variant of hero, but man, it's hard. It's super hard. Tier limit is just like a big old pain. Eventually, we're going to try to get into Master 1 with like our hero list, like a Dark Law hero list, but oh my gosh. Do you trust forcing end of main on him? No, I'm just going to go for it. We have plenty of interruption here, and we have plenty of value we can get off Liquid Soldier, plus a Max C. I'm not scared at all. I'm not very scared of anything here. Yeah, I think while you're in gold 5, because it resets now, great time to get crazy with some decks. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, right? We can go polymerization here. In worst case scenario, we can reset this polymerization, but I think we're going to be fine by getting Sunrise. I'll send Liquid Soldier, and I'll send Burstinatrix. We also haven't... We did normal summon, but... yeah, we'll see. And we can set the polymerization. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll grab Liquid Soldier. And we'll grab Sunrise. JMBR is probably one of the best hero plays I've ever seen. Man's an actual nut. I actually really don't know how he can do it. Easy peasy. Look at this Nibiru coming down. We actually don't care about this Nibiru at all. Like, he's also doing it at the wrong time. Check this out. We still get all of our values. Fluffles are side frames. The new side frame is inside of the game, which is nice. I know, what a bad nib. That's what I'm saying. Like, what's will draw 2? Discard 1. It's probably got to be Denier. Or it could be Avion. That's fine, though. We'll set Poly. Cool. Miracle Fusion. We could do a lot of damage with Miracle Fusion. Otherwise, we can just sit on Max C. Also, really doesn't matter. We do end up having a Spirit of NEOS here. God, Miracle Fusion's so good here, though. Miracle Fusion going into Wake Up Your E Hero. Both of those sound very strong, pretty solid. Pretty good options, honestly. Can still make DP through white. We don't have our other Destiny here in the graveyard to get DPE out, but I think what we can do here is we can go into... Do I want to wait to get the extra draw with Liquid Soldier on the next turn, or do I go Wake Up Your E Hero? E Hero gets destroyed the next turn. I can summon out any monster from my any hero monster from my deck, and that actually might be more beneficial. I'm gonna go E Hero. I'm gonna go Miracle Fusion. Miracle Fusion, we're gonna go for Wake Up Your Elemental Hero by banishing Sunrise, banishing Wonder Driver, banishing Vion, Stratos, Shadow Mist, Ferris, Liquid Soldier, and Elemental Hero Burstinatrix. Out of there. Oh yeah, I don't need to. Yeah, we definitely don't. It's okay. We'll be all right. Always punish Nib users as well. There's so many decks that can punish Nib. Go for Flame Wingman. Oh, let's go on Lenvor. Hello, good to see you. Yeah, Flame Wingman would have been the funny option. Never mind. We got Kaiju'd. Who's running? Whatever. Oh, Fish Sonar. He's playing Fish. That makes sense. I'm saying, if it was Numeron, I would have cried and been like, there's no way. I mean, Numeron, luckily, Spirit of NEOS does save us from any Numeron plays. I mean, kind of, not really. because he can OTK the Gamma Seal. But Betty plays 3 Nib. Actually, I would not doubt that. I would not doubt that. Let's see now. Instant Contact's pretty solid. But we can't control any more than anything else than 1 water monster. So he's gonna have to kill the token and also kill the Gamma Seal. If not, the token's gonna run amok on his board, which is not great. But I mean, that's still fine because it gives us Spirit of NEOS, and Spirit of NEOS can grab us nothing. Yeah, how are we beating this without our graveyard? Well, I think we should be okay. The problem is going to be this the Ocean Dragon Lord. Everything else is going to be rough. So we'll be okay. He's got to out this token. He just has to. But also we get a draw here, which is cool. Oh, 2 Kairu Shin. Perfect. Awesome. Amazing. Plus the negate. Yep, plus the negate, plus this, where it's going to be rough. All right, increase on the board. We get increase to come in. Okay, now we're saved. Now we're saved. Spirit of NEOS. Okay. That's chill. All right, we're gonna have to out this board, all of it, pretty much, which is gonna be fine. Drawing a card. Oh, that's the best one. That's the absolute best one on the board. Incredible. Activate the effect of Hero Lives. What a draw. An absolute incredible draw. The problem is this guy still. Okay, negation out of the way. Negation out of the way. Now we gotta go into... Now we gotta go into something big. We have polymerization still, and we don't have another water monster that we can summon with this. So how are we going to do this? I think we have to go for Predaplant Verti Anaconda, but the problem is Verti Anaconda is not going to really do anything. I could go for Shadow Mist, tribute the Shadow Mist, and get a search. Well, let's see. Fish deck that's not goatee. That's kind of what I'm saying. All right, let's see if we can do this. Let's go for Shadow Mist. I'll go Battle Phase here. Okay. That's fine. I'll go ahead and take a stack. Activate Shadow Mist effect. We'll add from our deck to our hand... NEOS? This doesn't do anything. We just pretty much instantly lose. Without a NEOS inside of our graveyard, we actually can't summon anything. You have to have a NEOS in our graveyard or on our field to activate anything, which sucks. So that's rough. Feels bad. Maybe we should have summoned Absolute Zero to destroy his board. And that would have been the play. But maybe we would have gotten negated, maybe we gotten some stuff in there. That feels bad. Keep on going. Dem the bricks. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Why can you increase? So the new Kairu Shin card. The new Kairu Shin card prevents you. It's effectively goes in match. You can't control any more monsters if they're not water. So you can only control one non-water monster. You have to control water effectively, which is not terrible, but you know, it takes a little bit to get around. We'll go for Stratos. Stratos effect. Yeah, human controls there can only be one. Yeah, it's like an annoying there can only be one. It's really good, don't get me wrong. Very, very strong, but yeah, it feels bad. Feels very bad. We'll get rid of Denier here. Gonna go for Ferris. Ferris on the board, activate Ferris's effect. Ferris's effect, we're going to put in the increase. Increase. It's weird that he makes me go first, but I'm not too happy about it. But he's playing a 60 card deck, and it's gonna be fascinating. We'll just say. Gonna go for this. Gonna go for our Vision Hero Vion. Vision Hero Vion effect, activating its effect. we'll go ahead and send from our deck to our grave an Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. Mass Change in hand, we're ready. I'm saying. We're actually going to be big chillin' here because we can technically make DPE Darklaw with no struggle at all. I'm going to go for Vion here. Vion effect, we're going to banish the Ferris. We're going to add Polymerization from our deck to our hand. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab for Infernal Devicer. Infernal Devicer might be really funny here, actually. Maybe. Infernal Devicer, or I guess I could go for Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader is probably the smarter option. I'll go for Cross Crusader here. Cross Crusader on the board. Activate the effect of Cross Crusader. Target the Denier. Denier on the board. Reactivate the effect of not Denier. Activate the effect of Cross Crusader. Whoops. Almost activated that. Gonna add from my deck to my hand a Liquid Soldier. Everything that we need. We're gonna then go into a Wunda Driver because we're gonna have to get something pretty important here. Wunda Driver on the board. Gonna go for Polymerization. Polymerization we're gonna fuse together for Elemental Hero Sunrise. By fusing these two together. Gonna go for Sunrise, draw 2, set the Polymerization, make ourselves a nice DPE, and go nuts. Effective Liquid Soldier, draw 2 cards. Gonna go 2. Oh, NEOS on Liquid for the Flame Wingman. We definitely might be able to still go for what we need to here. Liquid Soldier, draw 2, Fusion Destiny. Incredible. I'm gonna discard the NEOS. Wonder Driver set, Poly. Feels really good. Actually, you know what's even crazier? We still can go into Flame Wingman. That's actually even better. Holy. Okay. Thinking about this. Thinking about this quite right. Thinking about this in the most insane way possible. The most insane way possible. Okay, ready for this? We're gonna go ahead and activate the effect of Infernal Devicer. We don't need Sunrise anymore. Right? We go for Infernal Devicer here. Infernal Devicer activates its effects. We'll go for Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. We'll go free +2. Add Avion and Burstinatrix. Feels nice. Then we're gonna activate the effect of Polymerization. Polymerization here, we're gonna go ahead and grab and go for Elemental Hero Flame Wingman on the board. Nice summoning animation. Gorgeous card. Absolutely beautiful. Then, and only then, we're gonna go for, what is fine. We're gonna go for Miracle Fusion. Miracle Fusion is gonna go ahead and grab us a Wake Up Your Elemental Hero by fusing Sunrise. And we can go for pretty much anything here. I'm gonna go for this Cross Crusader inside the graveyard, and that's gonna be it. It's not pretty much. It's not long for this Earth anyways. Wake up your E-Hero on the board. Then we'll summon Fusion Destiny. We can't special summon Fusion Destiny locked into darks. That's true. That's true. It's okay. We'll be fine. We'll use Malicious and then we'll use Honest NEOS on the board. And now that's gonna be pretty much it. Yeah, we're pretty much it. We're gonna set this and we're gonna pass. It's okay. We didn't actually need this for Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. We can pop it with Destiny Hero, Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, get Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, and then go to Spirit of NEOS after that. That's what we really could do. But now he's got to contest this Flame Wingman, and then he has to contest on his next turn for follow-up if he can break our board. Something even more sinister. Kaiju, nice. Oh, God. Okay. Cauldron of the Old Man. Interesting. Oh my God. That's like the card. That's like a card that can't be destroyed by battle, isn't it? That's like, what the heck? Where's my card that destroys everything? Oh my gosh. This is fine. We're just facing a meme deck. We're just facing a meme deck, and this is fine. Gamma Seal again? God dang, dude. Come on, come on. Can't do me like this. It's all right. We'll just have the Mandate of Heaven. We're just going to draw an Elemental Hero Stratos. Grand Mole clears? Grand Mole does clear. It's true. Very true. Ash Blossom's actually not too bad here. I don't hate that. And I only have Verte Anaconda to go into. You need a bouncer? We kind of do have a bouncer, but it's not great. All right, we'll go Vion. We'll normal summon Vion. Vion effect activates. Nope. Okay. Vion effect activates. We'll send to the graveyard. Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist activate its effects. Then we'll add from our deck to our hand a Stratos, just for next turn. We'll be able to pop everything next turn, even if we don't, let's say, die here from like whatever this is going to be. There. Are you winning, Dad? We're winning. Yeah, we could say that. We could say that we're winning. I'm down to say that we're winning. We're definitely not winning, but I'm down to say that we are. Okay, alternatively, we could go for Polymerizate. We can go Engage Neospace. Yeah, I'm down to go for Engage Neospace. Engage Neospace here. Actually, we do win. Go for a Stratos. We'll just get rid of Aqua Dolphin. We'll... Waiting. 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 What the heck? Magic Drain. Okay, whatever. I'm over this game. This game sucks. Whatever. All right, we'll go for these two. And then we'll just swing in. It's got to be something that like does something screwy on flip. So I'm just gonna go battle phase here. We'll see what this is. Never mind. No, it's just insane. Oh, cool. It's just straight stall. It's just straight stall. It's just burn. Yeah, it is just burn. That's cool. That's very cool. All right, we're gonna go for a Wingman. The back row has to be something insane, right? It has to be. Awesome. And I'll burn him for 0. Let's go. He's gonna take the 22 here. Right? He has to. This would have, I think, won me the game, though. I would be able to special summon out my Spirit of Neos and go. That's fine. All right, we can go main phase 2 here. And we can go in end phase. I'm okay with end phase in here. Yeah, me too. I was like, oh, this is going to be something, like a Mirror Force, right? It has to be like a Mirror Force type. But we're going to win the game next turn, so we'll know if it's a Mirror Force or not, like, for sure. He can gain life points back for Cauldron of the Old Man, but it's not really going to work out well. Nice, cute tech, though, the Mahama. Nice and simple, clean, interactive games, we'll say. Did I already waste one of those? No, it's in there. Place a count on the card. Feels good. Not cute that son of a bitch OTK'd you back in Time Lords. True. Actually true. That's it. This thing is a menace. That's right. Why am I saying this is that's nice. Like, it's okay. Yeah, you're right. You're completely right. Back row. Okay. 1 Stratos, 2 Stratos. Run 2 of those in my Dragon decks. It's kind of insane, but also, like, gosh, this thing is kind of annoying. Gain 500? Yeah, this thing can gain 500. That's cool. Gain 1,000. It's not going to help. This is still lethal, so he's got to be able to do something with it. End phase. Let's see it. I'm going to keep this in defense position because I have to. Fusion Destiny. Pretty solid. We don't really have anything we can Fusion Destiny with, but I guess if that's like a Magic Jammer, then we'll be fine. I'll go battle phase here. We have lethal. Start with 22. Playing around Gores, you know. Dimension Prison. That's okay. I'm okay with that. We have lethal, so we'll go 38. Okay, he's got nothing. He's got nothing. That's cool. That's cool. Boo! Ooh, thank you for slightly wasting our time. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. God dang. Actually, Ogre. Why the turtle though? I'm curious about. He probably could have lived if I didn't attack with something higher. But I wonder if he was just like, I have nothing left. It's gonna be over if I don't. Which completely respect. Completely respect. But like, oh my gosh, there's no way. Absolutely no way. Yeah, talk about a buzzkill. I mean, it's completely destroyed the pace of our match, but that's okay. Hey, 40-15 feels good. Yeah, we'll go for Hero Lives here. Maxi? Oh, even worse. Dang, that sucks. If it was a Maxi, I actually would have been fine. But because it's not that, and we can't really do anything with our mass change, we'll have to pass. We have to pass back on a Spirit of Neos. That sucks. Hopefully Spirit of Neos can pull it out. If it can, big happy. Huge happy. But if not, it's okay. Branded, regained. Okay. Interesting. It's fine. Let's go, Avion! Yeah! Can't do anything here. Like, we could do something here eventually. Yeah, pass with half our life points is worse. Yeah, 4K for nothing. That's exact. Ah, Parlor Dragon Maid. Oh, we gotta ash this, unfortunately. Have you lost any new crappy dragon decks today? Not to any. We're about to lose to Dragon Maid. So yeah. We're about to lose to Dragon Maid. So absolutely. Absolutely. We won against Blue Eyes, luckily. We beat the Blue Eyes allegations. We're about to lose to Dragon Maid. How I know. How do you call it each time? It's crazy. Yeah, look at this. Insane. That call by, ridiculous. He's gonna be able to get a negation here, and that's what I do not like. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, God, we should have just set Avion, maybe worst case scenario. Oh, Bestial Saronir. Interesting. Okay, it's fine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I called it more like call by. That's what I'm saying. Womp womp. That would have actually been really good. This whole combo would have been for nothing, and we've been still in there. Yeah, I don't feel alone losing decks like this. That's good. That's good to know. Yeah, it feels bad. He's got a negation, and if you do destroy that card, he's got a negation, destroy, and then we just kind of lose here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just say adios. Man, that's rough. That is rough. Our hand just straight up wasn't that good. I think it's been happening a lot recently. Like, our hands have not been insane. Maybe because we're running 42. I don't need NEOS base connector. It's a good 2-card combo, but the only reason I'm playing this is because I might have a chance to go into connector. But I'm going to take out the connector for that. I can be okay with 41. How about that? We'll be okay with 41. We'll go nuts. Have we talked about the Ricka win? We talked about it a little bit, right? We talked about it a little bit earlier on the stream, but absolutely insane. Winning German Nationals with Ricka feels awesome. I love it. Second best deck. Let's go. True. Very true. I like Ricka so much, and I cannot believe that it took down European Nationals. Or UK Nats, German Nats maybe is what it was. It's super sick. The deck list was also pretty clean too. I think it was 42 cards, which is optimal. But also it was like it was playing two pedal, which I think is fairly solid to play. It cut the Cactus Bouncer, which is a choice, but I think that's probably best. Cactus Bouncer is somewhat of a do nothing card. It's playing the Therion engine, and the Therion engine is very solid. So congratulations to Jess on that, and she did great, and that's awesome. Yeah, so sick, absolutely so sick. That Feather Duster lives in my head rent free for 5. Feather Duster for 5, incredible. Yeah, the Shio's an Omni Negate, which doesn't feel too great, but we'll see. Oh, great. Even worse. We're playing against zombies. Ready Fusion. That's a zombie tuner. Start main decking Duster because of that. God, it's so good. We'll just the nice one of Duster, nice little blowout card. Like, what do you expect? But to be fair, in that same replay where Jess showed her hand, she even had evenly matched. So like what are you gonna do, right? Pankratops, evenly matched, Ash Blossom for the Welcome Labyrinth. It was Jover. I think the Harpy's Tester was just like on the cake, but evenly matched was just the win. So it's like just as good. They didn't have anything to deal with evenly matched either. They had a Gozen and Welcome Labyrinth and a Solemn Strike set, but they would never kept those. The Daruma Cannon maybe been pretty okay. So even if they didn't draw into anything, they had the Ricka Petal, which was Ricka Petal's like full combo in itself, right? So if you would keep one of them, probably keep the Welcome Labyrinth. You activate Welcome Labyrinth, you chain Ash over. Like that hand was actually cracked, just super nuts. Yeah, this messes a place. True, very true. Zombie combo is really frustrating to deal with here because it's not a very good deck. It just kind of can catch you off guard depending on if you don't have the right stuff for it. Like Necro World Banshee and everything becoming a zombie is obnoxious. I'm pretty sure I can just hard make DPE here though, and I can hard make DP with polymerization, and then just swing over everything and be fine. That sounds like it'd be a pretty decent endeavor. Depending on the cards in the back row, in the hand, I guess they can set something for like a Call by the Grave, but whatever. Yeah, I was so scared that another Glue Eater deck was going to win, but Ricka is the hero we needed. Ricka really was, and I really want to lab out on Ricka. I think Ricka has been sick. I think people have been sleeping on Ricka, but the problem with Ricka winning is that now everyone's gonna know this is what Ricka does. This is how you stop Ricka. It's unfortunate. And Sunseed Lokai, it's over. It's over for Sunseed Lokai. The best card in the game. The card does everything. It's great. There's Doom King Baldarok. More like Doom King Balrock. Cool. Very cool. It's going to be decreased by Destiny Heroes. No, each hero card. Okay, we should be fine. Link 2 for Vampire Sucker. Very neat. On a campaign now. Big Sag, that's what I'm saying. Now, Ricka has been getting away with it for a while, and I think Jess might win Worlds. Engage Neospace. Huge. Actually huge. I think we're just going to hard get out DPE, though, and that should win. Yeah, we're just gonna hard out DP. Poly. Make DPE. Nice and easy. Battle phase. Destroy Balderock. I actually could probably even destroy the back row and still be fine. Because we could destroy the back row just in case that's a called by and the zombie world's rough, but I think he doesn't really have another way to get into a zombie world, so why not just go main phase 2? Main phase 2, I can go into Stratos to pop the back row as well. I think I might do that, but we'll see. I'm gonna go for Destroy Phoenix Enforcer though. When your opponent activates a card effect that would destroy a card in the field, negate the effect, send one level 3 or lower dark monster from your deck to your graveyard. Please do not tell me Glow Up Bloom. Insane. Uh-huh. Dark Sacrifice. This man's a nut. Absolute legend. Holy God. I outed the board. He dark sacrificed. Jover. Actually Jover. There's no way that happens. Not like that. Not like that. Come on. All right. Whatever. Engage Neospace. We'll engage Neospace here. We're going to discard Liquid Soldier. We're going to send these two here. We're going to go for Spirit of NEOS. Summon Spirit of NEOS on the board. Add Polymerization from deck to hand. Very solid. Then we're going to go ahead and activate Spirit of NEOS, which you can go on negate from Balderock. You can banish the DPE, which sucks because it's once per chain, which is rough. Greatest player alive. Dude, how am I supposed to account for that? Oh, he just straight up negated the effect. That's interesting. Do I have anything that can handle that? I think I do. I think I do, but not necessarily. I do, but it's not great because he can just negate with Doom King Balderock, right? No, I can chain block. I can chain block. No, I can't chain block. Can I chain block? Can I chain block Absolute Zero? And can I chain block Absolute Zero? I might be able to. Spirit of NEOS. Activate its effect. Doom King Balderock. So he can't do the same, but he can do one of them per chain. He has to banish one. All right, normal pop zombie world. That's I think what we're gonna do. Okay. We're good though, right? We're good now. We're good now, right? This is what happens. He can't negate again. He can't negate again. He can banish one monster from the field or graveyard. So that's... yeah, we should be fine. Normal Stratos effect. We're going to pop the zombie world. Destroy. All right. Now we're in the clear. Activate the effect of Mally. Mally effect activates. We're going to go for Mally effect on the board. I'm going to go for Polymerization. Polymerization we're going to fuse for Elemental Hero Sunrise. Boop. Then we're going to activate the effect of Elemental Hero Sunrise. Elemental Hero Sunrise gets Miracle Fusion from our deck to our hand. And then, I mean, okay. Here's kind of the problem. Do you have enough room for Dark? I don't have enough room for Dark, I don't think. We probably could, but I don't know. Should I go for Dark Law? I could probably do Dark Law. I can either go Dark Law here, or I can just go for Absolute Zero and then clear his board next turn. Both of those don't sound too bad, I don't think. But that, I don't know if that's really worth it, right? I mean, maybe it is, maybe it's not. Maybe the whole thing is fine and we're a-okay unless he just actually hard drew a zombie world and then we're actually boned. So I can do that. Or on, no, I actually can't go for it. I can't go for a wake up here. I have to go for absolute zero. Boom. I just lost a bad reaction of Samochi. I'm going to commit certain criminalities. That actually sucks. That actually sucks. It feels bad to lose to Burn because oftentimes those are just bots and it's like you can't, like, what are you going to do? Like if you have it, you have it, and they know it, and that's the part that really sucks. All right. Problem is that if he hard draws or gets away into it, then it's over. That's fine. Emerald Dragon. Gonna have to go, I guess, now for Doom King Baldarok. I guess I kind of forgot about that. He can banish a card, he's gonna banish a DP. Yeah, why not fusion with Liquid and Absolute? Why not fusion with Liquid the Absolute? Because I wanted to save it just in case we get an extra drawback. We actually can still make Miracle. We can actually still Miracle Fuse in the next turn here. But we'll see. Oh, does he have the zombie card in the hand that prevents the destruction? Probably does. So yeah. What's going on, Ghostface? Hello. Hey, my close friend uses Heroes deck and is about to build a NEOS deck. I have a Sprite deck, and he manages to defeat me most of the time. Can you tell me how to counter him? So for Heroes, specifically in the Sprite matchup, if you are able to stop Vision Hero Increase, that's like one of the best things you can do. Not only does that lock them into Heroes, but it's also a main pivot point inside of their deck. So it is incredibly difficult for them to come back from doing that. And also, once you're able to stop increase, and if you don't, the main thing you want to do is try to control the space, right? They have a lot of extenders, so it's going to be kind of hard. Typically speaking, Avermax, they have a hard time outing Avermax unless they are playing Plasma specifically. So if you do have Avermax inside of your Sprite deck, then that's perfect. You can make IP Masquerena, then go into Avermax. Seems pretty all right. And that's kind of the two best ones to do, unfortunately, because the rest of them, I'm like, what? They have so many extenders, it's gonna be very situational, right? A stopping increase, one of the best things you can do. Otherwise, stopping Vion, if you can negate or destroy or stop Vion, also very solid. And then, alternatively, you just gotta stop. What did I just say? You can do Avermax to stop their attacks. There's no way they can beat Avermax. Oh, Ferris. Ferris is actually not too bad here. We actually should be able to summon some Malicious, maybe? Yeah, we should be fine. Baldarok, banish a card. Unfortunate. Negate the Stratos Kappa. True. Wait, what? Why can't we activate a Malicious? Oh, we activated Malicious already. Oh, yeah. Grand Mole clears Avermax. True. Grand Mole does clear Avermax. Actually true. Isn't it crazy that it does? That's what I really need to do. Why am I playing with let me need Grand Mole. Now we're cooking with gas. Nice. Nice. I just learned a funny interaction with prediction of the elements and Nebula Neos. Oh, is there a weird interaction with it? Is that what's going on? Yeah, negate Stratos Kappa. Yeah, negating Stratos can sometimes be it. That's the really funny part, right? It sometimes can be okay, but other times rough. Imperm the Vion, Ash the increase, always be my motto. Imperm Vion is usually pretty solid because you can negate both that and the Imperm effect. Normally it's going to be the way to go. Wow. This is the most unlucky hands we've been getting all night. I will be sending this Denier, and then probably, God, I don't want to send this Malicious, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to send this Malicious out of there. We're gonna have to activate a Malicious, of course. Yeah, favorite contact, stop. It's from returning to the extra deck, but protection makes it forget and it returns to the field. Oh, really? That's crazy. -3 pain. I'm sane. It does not feel good. It does not feel good at all. But it's for the betterment of mankind, because we have to. I know, 3 ways to summon DP. It feels good. Feels really good. I love it. You gotta love it. All right, we're gonna go for Denier. Activate the effect of Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader, send Denier. We haven't normal summoned yet, which is kind of nice. But the problem is with our normal summoning, we gotta make it effective, and so I think we're gonna have to go for Vion. Vion's like the only thing we can do here, realistically speaking, because we can normal summon Vion, we can get our whole combo over and started with. I'm gonna go ahead and send to the graveyard Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist effect going to search from our deck to our hand. Then we're going to search from our deck to our hand. I actually am going to search the Spirit of Neos, just in case. Then I'm going to activate the effect of Vion. Vion effect, we're going to banish Shadow Mist. Add from our deck to our hands, Polymerization. You know what? Why not just mess them a little bit? Set the Fusion Destiny Pass. Yeah, does that work with every contact fusion monster? It should, in theory, right? If that same logic with the favorite contact to stop it from returning to the extra deck, but then our protection forgets it. That should work for all of them, I think. One back row pass, please. Please, maybe. Please. Please. Oh. Tune Red Eyes. Well, you control Toon World and your opponent controls no monster tuning. What's turn? You control Toon World. Okay. Big body. Toon Blackluster Soldier. We're playing against Toons. Very cool. Okay. Battle phase. Okay. Trying to hit over what? Spirit of Neos. Nice. Activate the effect of Spirit of Neos. Then we're going to add from our deck to our hand. Ooh, we actually probably could add Engage Neos. We already have Engage Neos. So it's instant contact. Okay, he's going to Toon Blackluster Soldier here. I might wait for the back row. No, I'll do this, and that way we'll wait for the monster. I'll pop my own Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, pop his Toon Blackluster Soldier, activate the effect of Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. That way we get away with that scot clean. And then we game. All right, draw. Forbidden Droplet, great. Feels good. Feels really good. All right, gonna bring back DPE, gonna bring back Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Feels pretty good. Online. Yeah, and I'm saying, call by would have been tragic. I was actually really hoping that there was absolutely no call by. Imperm. Imperm on the what? DP? I mean, I guess we just take the advantage, right? Yeah, I think we just take the advantage, go DPE, we'll destroy this, destroy the middle card. It was a Toon briefcase? When your opponent summons a monster while you control a Toon card. Interesting. Change to attack position. All right, well, I guess because we are going to style a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and go for Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader, I'll tribute my own Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Then I'm going to add from my deck to my hand a Stratos. Easy time. Normal summon the Stratos. Effective. Aw, I wanted to go into Shining Flare Wingman and hard make the Shining Flare Wingman. That's whatever. It's okay. Yeah, this one guy in my Facebook group telling everyone that Toon beats tier every time. They're not wrong. They're not. I've heard the same thing, actually. One guy. Yeah. Outstanding. Woo, we did it. Yeah, woo. Drowning Mirror Forest. God, don't say. What, didn't we actually get Drowning Mirror Forest in like the Duelist Cup a little bit ago, and it was a menace upon our entire psyche? It, like, actually destroyed me. Feels bad. Feels very bad. The more I play this game, the more I think 90% of the cards should be banned. Absolutely correct. Absolutely, entirely correct. There is no... So many cards in this game are just super unfair. And except for all of hero cards. All hero cards are cool based and they can never be banned ever because they shouldn't be. Stratos ban was a mistake. What are the best board breakers for NEOS? NEOS doesn't really have a lot of good board breakers per se. The best way to go about board breakers, you're already essentially establishing a board. So you have stuff like Shining NEOS Wingman, which is going to be a very strong card for you to try to like break your opponent's board by destroying cards non-targeting. Stratos is very popular as far as, you know, hero decks go, and for good reason. You can destroy spells and trap cards in the field. So if you're facing off against a heavy back row deck, then Stratos might be your card. Alternatively as well, like, you know, the generic stuff is sick. I think that stuff like Harpy's Feather Duster or Lightning Storm are better for NEOS because you want your battle phase with NEOS for sure. So I don't know. It's at a certain point, having stuff like Shining NEOS Wingman as your best in archetype destruction and Stratos is sometimes, I would say, the best option, but you get varying degrees of success that way, I would say. We're going to go for Ferris, activate the effect of Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist and go to effect of Ferris. A Dragoon being banned is hypocrisy. It's kind of weird that Dragoon is being banned, right? Dragoon being banned is very strange considering what cards are available. I think it's because they have Predaplant, Verte, and Anaconda that's banned too, and that is a little bit frustrating, but I mean, it is what it is, right? Gonna go for Increase here. Increase effect, going to special summon itself out. This would be the part that you could actually interrupt, and my board is very weak. Even with this hand, which is insane, I guess I could normal summon Liquid Soldier, but that's, you know, what can I do there? Gonna go for Visioneer of Vion. Visioneer of Vion effect, we're going to send to the graveyard a Mally. Now that we have that down, we're gonna go for Visioneer of Vion effect. Visioneer of Vion, get rid of Ferris. Then we're gonna go and get Polymerization. Nice, nice. Do you have any problem with running Increase, running 1 instead of 2? Every so often you'll have hands where you'll draw into Increase and it'll feel really bad. But inside of a normal hero build and not a NEOS build, having 1 Increase is perfectly fine because you can use Increase in so many different ways, especially with Predaplant, Verte, and Anaconda in the game, than you could inside of a inside the TCG by drawing it. So I think 1 is good, 2 is fine. I mean, you could probably play 2. In this game as well, because of because of Tearlament and the Agido stuff, or for Runic for banishing things, there is an argument to be made for running 2. And that's kind of the truth of it. Which is, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna go for Cross Crusader here, I think. Yeah, Cross Crusader here sounds good. Cross Crusader on the board. Going to add a card from our deck to our hand. Are gonna target Malicious. Go ahead and set Malicious. Then I'm gonna go for Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader effect. We're gonna tribute the Mally. Add a Denier. How long has the Goofy Pig been at the bottom? The NEOS Pog, the Pog NEOS has been here for a little while. I actually don't know when I put it there, but it's been there for the past like 3 streams. I love the Pog NEOS. That thing turned out much, much more cursed and better than I thought, which is amazing. When I stop playing 42 cards, I rarely see myself opening the 1 Increase. That's what I'm saying. 42 cards is the way. It's kind of the way. Most people don't think of it as the way, but it is kind of the way. It is kind of the don't think. All right, we're gonna go for Denier. I think then I'm gonna go into Wonder Driver. Wonder Driver gonna go into these 2 here. Now, question, I could make DPE. I think instead I'm going to go for Polymerization. Polymerization is going to activate here. I think I'm going to go for Sunrise. We're going to go infuse the Denier. and also, well, no. I'm going to fuse for Sunrise. I'm going to fuse for Liquid Soldier Denier. Sure. Feels pretty good. Sunrise on the board. We're going to draw 2 and draw 1. You have time. I have times opening 2 increase. Opening 2 increase, that's kind of why it feels really bad, right? You ruin it. I tell everyone that 42 is optimal, and I think I'm the dumbest person alive. 42 is optimal, especially in Mastery Duel. Because you have to run 3 Maxi and 3 Ash Blossom and like 2 Cob of the Grave, there's no good reason to like to not run 42. And if you're playing bricks in your deck, like with heroes, 42 is optimal. Now 43, even better. 43 is actually so much worse. Oh my god. But, you know, it's definitely there for sure. All right, we're activating the effective Denier. Denier on the board. 45. Oh, let's go. No, 45 is kind of where I draw the line. Pile's the way to go. I honestly, hero pile does kind of work. I think Jaden BR even plays with 40 card hero pile. I think so. I think he does. But I don't know. Polymerization here for sure. Polymerization here. We're gonna go for Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Go for these 2. Easy peasy. Then I think we can actually do quite a bit of damage here, and this is why. So if we go into, for example, here, we can go into Infernal Devicer to gain value. Here, I think we can end on a pretty convincing board of stuff, which is really interesting. I'm gonna go for Denier here, or Devicer. Devicer here, we're gonna reveal Flame Wingman. After Flame Wingman, we're gonna go Avion. Add this, we're gonna go one more. I'm gonna go for Burstinatrix. Then, oh, I have 60 seconds left, holy god. Instant Contact. Instant Contact on the board, we're gonna actually summon Flame Wingman, if you can believe it. Believe it. Then we're gonna summon Dread Decimator, I guess because we can, and it's fine to do so. Very normal thing for someone to do. We're gonna activate the effect of Miracle Fusion. Miracle Fusion online, we're gonna summon Wake Up Your Elemental Hero by banishing Flame Wingman, and I guess we'll banish the Sunrise. It really doesn't matter after that, because we're gonna be able to summon out from our deck. Hiya, Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. Nice. Activate the effect of Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Pop Wake Up Your E-Hero. And Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Effective Wake Up Your E-Hero. Effect of Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Gonna go this to summon out Spirit of NEOS. Huge. Activate the effect of Spirit of NEOS. Spirit of NEOS is gonna grab from our deck to our hand Favorite Contact. Then we're going to activate the effect of Spirit of NEOS. Summon back, summon out NEOS from the deck. Nice and easy. We're going to activate the effect of Malicious. We'll summon out Malicious from the deck. Nice. Then we're going to set 1, set 2, pass. Easy peasy. It was going to Hypergravity Wave. Hello, good to see you. Good to see you. I've been thinking about Branded Hero recently due to the synergy with Keeper of Dragon Magic. It's actually not too bad of a card. I can kind of agree with that. You do get some pretty nutty plays by going into, like, Branded Hero can work. I think it was an early build of Branded people were trying testing out with like a lot of these like of the hero fusions, which is pretty solid. So I kind of like it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's burn. It's burn. Oh, well, okay. Gonna go for mass change here. Mass change, we're gonna send Malicious. We're gonna put this chain as on because I want to do some trolling. We have Masked Hero Darklaw on the board. I'm gonna activate Favorite Contact. Favorite Contact, and then I'm gonna activate the effect of Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, I'm going to activate its effect. I'm going to pop the Favorite Contact. I'm going to pop the back row. The Desk Koala feels good. Favorite contact, I'm gonna go ahead and summon on him. I'm gonna flex on him just a little bit. Shuffle back everything, summon NEOS Wingman. Be on the board. Activate the effect of NEOS Wingman. Will pop 2 cards, non-targeting. Oh, awesome. So good. Absolutely beautiful. And the unfortunate truth about all of this is that Grand Mole does, in fact, clear. Normal summon Grand Mole. We'll take 500. I'll activate the effect of this. I'll pop. Each player must send 1 card from their hand to the graveyard to declare an attack. That's fine. I actually don't want to pop that. I actually won't be popping that. In fact, I'll be popping my own Phoenix Enforcer and their Chain Energy. And I'll activate the effect to destroy Phoenix Enforcer. That's cool. All right. Battle phase. I'll go ahead and swing in with Grand Mole. Effective Toll. I'll discard My Hero Lives. Feels good. Take 900 damage. I'm going to swing in with Dread Decimator. Activate Toll. That's cool. I'll discard my Burstinatrix. Feels good. Hit him over the head with it. And then finally, for 8,300 damage, I'll activate the effect. Or activate the effect. I'll swing in by discarding 1 card, Emerald Sayer Avion. And I'll chain Maxi, leaving myself with 0 cards in hand for 9,000 damage. Nice. Nice and easy. Good old NEOS. See, when NEOS works, it's sick. When NEOS works, it's like, it's absolutely amazing. That's what I'm saying. A burn stun player, like with Toll, it is insane. And I'm like, why? Why do that to yourself? Why? Why do that to me? Why do that to anyone in this game? Just play a deck that you want to play. I don't believe for a second people like playing burn. Okay, well this hand is not great, but we at least can make Verte out of this. So I'm gonna normal summon Shadow Mist. Check for an Imperm. They do have an Imperm. Imperm spotted. Imperm spotted specifically. I have to instant contact here to have any resemblance of a board whatsoever. Amazing. The first hero deck I built in Master Duel was your No You Are Hero deck, by the way. Thank you for that. Hey, that's sick. That's good to hear. I'm glad that it worked out. I think it's a great starting point for heroes, and you know, if you want to build upon that, I think it's good. And on top of that, like there is quite a bit of stuff that you can really you can accomplish with it. So that's awesome. Good to hear. Hopefully you liked it. I mean, that's one of these decks that I'm like kind of a huge fan of. Because it kind of worked. It kind of worked, not gonna lie. We'll go for Predaplant and Vert's Anaconda. I might search Spirit of Neos if we put him on having an Imperm. Or maybe it's Havnus. It could be Havnus. Probably not. We'll go for Spirit of Neos. Just to save ourselves for next turn. We'll activate for effect of Verte, pay 2k. Send Infusion Destiny. Oh, no, okay, it was a Havnus or something. That's fine. We'll drop 2 and we'll pass. Crazy idea, there's a Yugi tuber who goes by the names of Loza. Focus on doing DM content like you with heroes. You could collab and finish Yugi and Jaden started. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually. I haven't really done any like anime type-esque duels, but I feel like that's like would be a pretty fun thing to do. I'll have to check them out. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Had a hard time for his first, but it was decent. Yeah, it's a good building block tool. Like it's a decent hero deck that you can kind of run and play with and then eventually upgrade, I would say. Yo, what's going on, King Metal? Hello, how's it going? Are you running Arm Neos? We're not running Arm Neos in this deck. This one is a more like modern Jaden style deck where we're playing, predominantly trying to get out Shining Neos, Wingman, and some other fun cards. Oh. Oh, it's Skull Servant. What happens if I just Forbidden Droplet here? And send Verte? What does that do, do you think? You think that works? Probably not, right? He can just like still destroy me. Maybe. Okay, never mind, we're fine. Alright, we'll activate the effect of this, we'll pop. Insane. Eventually, you help me hit diamond as well. Thank you for all the content. Oh, hey, that's great to hear. Awesome, congratulations, by the way. And yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you for, I guess, you know, attributing the some of the success, but negated. I guess I gotta destroy myself, and I gotta destroy my Call by the Grave. Not super great to do that, but that's kind of fine. Mask change. Okay, now it's over. Now it's big Jover. But Diamond's sick. Diamond's a great place to be. Yeah, Branded is probably my favorite deck at the moment. It's amazing how much less linear it got with the Dabble and Fi cards. It is. Oh, this was the wrong one. I didn't mean to do it this way. That's fine. It's not too bad doing it this way. All right, we're gonna go this way. I'm gonna go for Mally. You could have called by it. Yeah, I could have called by it, but it was already negated. It's less about the negation and more about the fact that like Skull Servant doesn't really do a lot. Ash Blossom. Okay. Ash Blossom's fine. Weird. Because it was already gonna be negated, so like I guess I could have banished it just for fun. I guess. Okay, we're gonna go for Cross Crusader. I'll just bring back the Denier. Ah, loss. True. Yeah. I'm getting closer to a good Necroz deck, but it's less Necroz and more Incantation Ritual Toolbox featuring Vanity's Ruler. That's like kind of how it ends up going, right? Is that it ends up being like significantly less of the deck because like the Necroz tools themselves feel like they're a little bit too slow. Not always, but they can be, right? Which is weird. It's weird to feel that way a little bit. I'll just put back the DP. Cross Crusader effect will get rid of Denier. Go ahead and add on to a Stratos. I guess I could have gone for Vion. Vion's probably a little bit better here, but that's okay. What do you think of Armed NEOS? I think Armed NEOS is strong, but again, it's like, how much better is it than some of the other NEOS fusions? But it is very, very powerful because you can get out anything that you want after that thing hits, and you're hidden over something. 3,500 is huge. On the next turn, you can completely like lock out your opponent from doing effects. You can completely like, I don't know, negate things. You can banish stuff. You can draw cards with not Cosmo NEOS, Nebula NEOS. Like, it's such a cool card. And again, I think deceptively powerful, but it's very fragile. Yeah, exactly. It's very strong, but not super great. Going into was my stream dropped for a second? Is that what I just saw? Maybe it was. Might be OBS actually. But my Contrast Hero Chaos line is with Grand Merge effectively. Maybe it's with OBS. I got to figure out what's going on with OBS. Lagged for like 5 seconds. That's weird. That's super weird. Not a fan of that. I don't have to fix that. I haven't had that problem for it. No, that it was on my side. My thing said that it was my side said it was something for me. So what's going on, Matt Rat? Hello. How you doing? Didn't hear you. So my the line for Contrast Hero Chaos is from Grand Merge. So Grand Merge can summon Contrast Hero Chaos, and it's pretty insane. I do like it a lot. Oh my gosh! Welcome Labyrinth off the top, off the dome. That feels bad. Oh god. Okay, well I guess I know what I have to do here. I kind of have to go for Stratos, right? Yeah, I keep getting errors in my chat. It's definitely to do with like with stuff, right? Are you playing Duster? Unfortunately, not playing Duster. Could you imagine? Is Labyrinth still a good deck to build? It's gonna be a lot better here in a little bit when they don't have when it's kind of over with when they play the new support. The new support's gonna be insane. I'm gonna go for Ferris. I can actually destroy their board and Ash Blossom their guy, so I'm not too worried about all of this, I can actually go into Shadow Mist, pop their stuff, and then make Dark Claw, which I think is going to be even better. Okay, welcome Labyrinth. Nice, very cool. Big old Labyrinth. There we go. IKEA Labyrinth. IKEA Lab is cool. I like Furniture Lab quite a bit. Labyrinth is one of my nightmares. It's a very strong deck, and heroes don't historically do well against back row decks, and it doesn't hurt that they can play natively stuff like Skill Drain. So running a multi-hero deck myself, ooh, sick. Yeah, the Omni heroes are such a strong deck. I'm trying to see if we can work out like a NEOS version of some kind, but we'll see how far we can really get with this. We should be okay though. This we'll have enough interruptions, enough things that we can get across that we'll be able to interrupt their board. So we'll be fine. Yeah, backer decks that aren't Phantasm Spiral are boring. I mean, I'd argue Phantasm Spiral was kind of one of the last interesting backer decks. That's not true. I like Salamangrea's control strategy. I think that's also a pretty strong one. But there's a few of them that aren't great. Let's go for Visioneer Vion. Visioneer Vion, we're going to get rid of Visioneer Ferris. We're going to add from our deck to our hand Polymerization. Good old Polymerization. Then, we haven't normal summoned yet, so I can pretty easily take care of this Welcome Labyrinth. I think I might do that here in a second, but we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and go for these two. We'll grab Denier. We're going to get the same thing we did last time with like the NEOS shenanigans. It's pretty much what we're going to have to do. If he's got Nib, he's got Nib, but we should still have a lot of Omni Hero stuff left over. Going to go for Cross Crusader, Tribute the Mally. Grab ourselves... Okay, come on, there you go. We've got everything. Maybe he just didn't want to sit through it. I get it. I understand. Labyrinth has some branded Bestial decks are really strong against heroes. Branded is really scary against heroes. It's not impossible, especially going first. Heroes have a ton of stuff going first. It's going second that's kind of the issue, because heroes definitely have a pretty non-linear combo line that it's hard to break boards with. Natively breaking boards with heroes can be difficult. That's what I can say. You can bait things, but breaking a board can be difficult. Just depends on the hand though. Ooh, Armed Neos icon. Actually, I really should switch mine to Armed Neos sometimes. Yeah, going second hero list was based. I liked my going second hero list. Going second heroes all the time feels good. I mean, it has the capability to, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty fun. I like going second with heroes because I think it gives you an opportunity to flex your brain a little bit and see like, hey, how can I do this? Can I bait enough negations and then go into Trinity? Let's see it. But it really just depends on your hand, which I think sucks because most of the decks can out most boards natively without having to deal with that too much. All right, well, that was something. Oop, best hand card in our deck to draw with this hand. Actually insane. This Ash Blossom is gonna be rough because if he does have anything, nothing. All right, cool. Stratos. Stratos on board, activate the effect, add a hero monster from deck to hand. We're gonna add a Ferris. Seems like the best thing we can do. Honest Neo should carry us the rest of the way there. We're gonna activate the effect of Ferris. Ferris, we're gonna discard the Shadow Mist. Is it gonna disconnect me? No, it's not. It's not. Hopefully not. Ernesto got bricked, that's what I'm saying. This guy, unfortunately, unless that back row is something good, which it could be a call. It could be a called by. I'm guessing it's a called by the grave because it didn't flash until the Shadow Mist hit. So there's no point in not doing it now. Right? I'm just not getting value. I'm OTKing him. I'm OTKing him anyway. So there's no point in doing it now. Unless that's an imperm. No, it can't be an imperm. It didn't flash on Stratos. Add a card from our deck to our hand. It's gotta be Liquid Soldier. Yeah, it's a call by. It's a call by. We'll be fine. Gonna go for increase here. Increase, get rid of Ferris. I probably could kill him with Little Hero. Can I get 8,000 damage with Little Hero? I'll have 18, 19. I can go for an OTK. Or Bestials. Ooh, it could be Bestials. That's right. Could definitely be Bestials. I think if it's Bystials, yeah, it could be Bystial. That's right. That is true. It's definitely not an Imperm though. It's definitely no Imperm. Well, we're just gonna keep on going as much as possible, and we're gonna see when he actually stops us. We should be able to break the board even if it is Bystial, because he'll have 3 other cards in hand if Bystial, and if not Bystial, the back row's going over. We haven't normal summoned yet either, so we still have a very good shot of going into like Cross Crusader going into I don't know, and like Stratos to take care of the back row. It's probably what we're gonna do. Because we don't really got much else we can do. So I'm activating the effect of Vision Hero Vion. We're gonna go ahead and banish the Ferris. Add a Polymerization. Any polys? I've come across so many bots that don't have the energy. That's true, yeah, just kind of scooping from whatever. Sure. How'd you hear about MBT? You hear that MBT talked about Hero is designed as cards. I think it was a Pride term of his. Oh, actually, no, I didn't actually hear about it. I did. What do you have to say about it? I didn't. I kind of tuned out of some of the subathon stuff. Was that during the subathon? I didn't like tune out of it. I just kind of missed some of the subathon stuff, frankly. Cross Crusader, target to Mally. This would be one to Bystial if it's a Bystial. But yeah, but I also somewhat disagree with how MBT views Bystials, not Bystials. God dang it. How he views heroes. So, and it's not anything to do with like, I just think that like heroes want to do so many things, but the current state of heroes is so much different sometimes, and I think some people give credit to. But then again, I don't know. It can be, it's a scary place out there. Yeah, MT ghosted Swole, so Swole protested the subathon. True. Did he ghost? He didn't. He never ghosted me. MBT's a cool guy. I've never heard of an MBT ghost. All right, this will be the test in the back row. Let's try the back row here. Hates MBT. Heroes #1. Let's go. I actually wanted to try to subathon with him and try to see if we can do the state of heroes, but I think there was. Oh, it's probably Bystials. You're right. It is Bystials. That was Red Eye's Spirit. What in the world? Incredible. Okay, well, we'll OTK him here, I guess. We're going for Cross Crusader. Gonna go for Stratos here. Yeah, you can't simply pick up a champion deck and become a champion. That's fair. Yeah, I can't recall off the top of my head, but it was like something about because Dark Law and Plasma Dark Angel. Oh, like the current design and how they function somewhat differently recently. Is that what you're kind of saying? Because that I can completely get on board with that. Yeah. And now Brick Eye's little brother bricking good old Red Eyes. It's honestly awesome. Super amazing. But yeah, no. MBT never ghosted me. Well, it would be really funny if that was the case. No, he's actually always been very responsive. I actually even asked him to collab on a video back in December, and he was more than happy to help out and talk. It was really cool. But so yeah, I'd love to talk to them again or get some do something with them again at some point. But I do have to finish the video I did with them a couple months ago anyways. So there's that. Oh wow. This hand is something. Can we just have drama? Just be cool. True. Let's just do drama. Let's just do drama, sure. Sure. All right. How are we gonna do this in the funniest way possible? We have to go into. We've got to go into DPE. Bad news. December was more than a couple months ago. Nah, it was just a couple months ago. No way. No way. It was just a couple months ago. My view on time definitely isn't skewed to a damaging effect. Definitely not. So to start calling out people on Twitter for no reason. Yeah, just actually go full Hulk Hogan and just start baselessly just being like, you can't hit. Oh, that's Macho Man Randy Savage. You can't handle the ring. Swolelax will take you down, brother. If there's no Swolelax wrestling arc, I think it would be absolutely a menace. Oh yeah, Farfa becoming a father. Huge congratulations to Farfa, by the way. That's incredible, and it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome to see, you know, that amount of growth and someone with, like, I don't know. I think it's just great. I love it. I think it's great. Polymerization works here. Oh, polymerization here. Bring back the Swole DZ drama. Now I feel really bad about the beefing with Doug when that video, while still has its original title and thumbnail. I felt so bad because I remember him watching it on stream and then being like, man, I feel bad. I'm like, no, Doug, you're sick. Don't feel bad. I'm sorry. I clickbaited too hard. This is definitely my fault. Yeah, we're not back in December. That's what I thought, right? Oh my God, it's July. So, deck list, please. Yeah, we can check the deck list. We can check the deck list here in a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna have to pop that, go for you, go for NEOS. We're not gonna be able to go for our full NEOS combo here, which is very unfortunate. But we can go for Infernal Devicer. Have I normal summoned? I normal summoned Stratus to take care of the back row. I did. Shoot, man, I don't know. We'll go for these two. We'll go out for extra hero Infernal Devicer. We'll go Infernal Devicer, activating the effect. It has to be Bestials. Red Eyes Dragon Link's my guest, and Resto is a fan of the channel. True. That's fair. Yeah, Red Eyes Dragon Link would be insane value. All right, go for add Brasinatrix. I think I sent to the Graveyard Avion. I did. Okay. We'll go ahead and get Miracle. Unless we're getting completely wrecked by Nibiru here, and this is just Nibiru, this would be the call of a lifetime. Actually just getting played, and that'd be really funny. One, and then I'll get rid of Wonder Driver. Get rid of these two. Go for Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. Wake up. Oh, why do you want to put a little makeup? Want to put the makeup on the table? When do they think they'll release the new Flame Wingman and Master Duel? I don't know. Hopefully by the end of the year. I'm imagining we're going to be getting it. If they're based and cool, they're going to do it in the next set. If not, they're going to do it in two sets. So maybe like by the time September rolls around, hopefully, which I think is very generous to say, but I know. Yeah, it's anywhere from between this week and next year. Brandon J has got it. It's actually so true. It's so true. It could be, and I'm pissed because even Wake Up Your E-Hero really should have been much earlier than it was. I do not understand. But hey, it is what it is, I guess. We'll go for Spirit of NEOS here. Spirit of NEOS, activate its effect. Profit over date. Yeah, because like from Konami's perspective, what they want to do is try to match. They want to try to match releases with like what they think might work best. But in my opinion, that's just something that just unfortunately doesn't seem to happen all too often. They're trying to match like a hero set with the hero release. Like they did like Spear of NEOS and the other NEOS cards in all in one pack. But because that's like a one of, it's like, what do they do? You know? All right, we got NEOS on the board. I keep on missing Elemental Hero NEOS. But now we got Instant Contact. Instant Contact on the board. And I'm getting punked. This is definitely happening, right? 4. Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. It's nice and simple. All right, now for battle phase. Let's go. Let's go. New Wingman with the Cashtira pack. That would be really fun. Then they really should do that. All right. Stratos in for 18. We're waiting. We're really waiting. They're really not wanting us to attack here. We're going Feral Devicer for 17. We'll go Flame Wingman. And you might think that Flame Wingman only has 2100 attack. But with my special card, Elemental Hero on its NEOS, I can discard it to boost Avion's attack points for game. Let's go. I think he has a Battle Trap that can't stop DPE. That's right. Okay, so what was he playing? What was he playing? Nice rank up with a little bit of little NEOS here. I'm curious to know. It was Red Eyes, but like what? Not Bestials, but he is playing Summon Skull. Whoa! Oh! Wait! He was playing. Okay, so he was playing one copy of Bestial Druis Worm. Why did he summon Druis Worm? Why did he summon Druis Worm? That's insane. Yeah. Just beat someone Nepotus Sprite Shadal? That's, wow, what a combination. That's insane. We got Wake Up and Protection of the Elements earlier. Then that's true. That we did get it early, and I think we got it before the TCG, which is awesome. Which is weird, but awesome. Arm Neos. Got Arm Neos for the TCG, which is also cool. So, Giga Chad deck, kind of insane. Yeah, would I go for Sim for Mommy in the next pack or save for Kashtira? Kashtira is probably going to be the best one. Kashtira is very good, but Kashtira is like, or not Kashtira, Labyrinth is very good, but it's probably going to be the budget alternative, so to speak, versus Kashtira, which is going to be so expensive. Absolutely so expensive. Imagine if you lost that crappy Dragon deck. If he was playing actual Bestials, there was a chance that we lose there. There was an absolute chance we lose there if he had anything else other than like the Bestial card. Luckily, we were nuts and he bricked, which shocker. But adding Red Eyes to the list as well, we already lost to Dragon Maid this go round, so that feels good, absolutely good. Theorize that Diablos will get Diablosis, excuse me, will get a pre-ban. Yeah, Diablosis probably get a pre-ban. I want to say that a Rise Heart will probably be like a one of. It'll probably be limited to one as well. There's got to be a ton. Unicorn to 2, Fenrir to 1. That's also probably what's going to be, right? But yeah, not my Heroes at 60. I'm also saying 50 card NEOS Hero is the way. NEOS Hero is still kind of a viable option. I think 50 card NEOS Hero, realistically, there's so many extenders, so many things that you can do. Playing the Instant Contact, End Shuffle, NEOS Fusion, it's very solid. Nothing on Sword Soul Rocket. Dude, yeah, can you, if you guys weren't here for that, we were playing against Rocket. And it's like, okay, Rocket, we had everything we need to do, but then they revealed Longwan discard Taya. Why? Why? Insane. Just play Pankratops now. Pankratops is unlimited, so you could replace the Fenrir for Pankratops, which is, yeah, it's great, you know. Yeah, I feel like if you're being around 40, you should switch out something for 2 copies of End Shuffle. End Shuffle is really strong, but there's so many times where I feel like it doesn't pair well with the other Vision heroes or Destiny heroes, but it is actually insane, especially for first turn Dark Law setups. Now, it's not better than Wake Up Your E hero, but it is good. This is good, you know. Yeah, I think the Limit Fenrir and Race Loss, I think, that's not a bad guess either. They're definitely going to do some pre-hits. There's no way they're not going to pre-hit Kashtira. Pre-hit Kashtira is like on the horizon for sure. Yeah, no Neos in my deck, just Elemental Hero, Destiny, Masked, and Vision heroes, plus 2 non-hero monsters with some hand traps. Yeah, that's about right. I mean, honestly, like playing Neos inside the deck is completely optional. I think it's just fun. And look, God, Shiny Neos Wingman is so cool. I cannot wait to play with the new Flame Wingman. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Why don't you use Armed Neos? Armed Neos, we tried playing an Armed Neos deck a while back. Let me show you what that kind of looks like. Armed Neos looks a little bit like this. and it's just not as effective. So either you're going to be playing like an Arm Dragon deck with the NEOS engine, like a Fusion NEOS engine, like Predaplant versus Anaconda, which is okay, or you're going to be playing a Hero Arm Dragon deck, and it's like just fine. Excuse me. There are some cool interactions that you can do with Arm Dragon level 3 Thunder by discarding Shadow Mist and especially something out with the charge, and then something out with Flash, and then discarding Shadow Mist to get searches and value, and that's pretty solid. But there's still not a big reason to go into Armed NEOS that you wouldn't be going into like Rainbow NEOS anyways. So yeah, Armed Dragon works best in a 7-axis shell, in my opinion. That's honestly not that bad of a take. I think that's like, it has very much utility with sending like NEOS Fusion or to summoning Spirit of NEOS to get that off. It's mainly just the fact that Armed NEOS has to attack. It's huge, not a problem. And afterwards, you can lock out your opponent, which is super good. Or you can summon things like Nebula NEOS. You can go for Shiny NEOS Wingman. Tons of utility. Tons of utility. It's just like the synergy for what you're getting is kind of rough, right? So what's going on, Q's going live? Hello, what's up, bro? Good to see you grinding. What exactly does the new Wingman do? I actually have a video out. I actually have a video on it on the channel now. The new Flame Wingman. Whenever it's special summoned, where you can essentially tag it out and you can search favorite contact, which allows you to get an extra form of interruption, non-targeting removal. That's super consistent and really good, especially if you're pairing it off with NEOS, which you can usually do with Infernal Devicer and do stuff. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, Infernal Devicer into Arm NEOS would help so much. I'm saying, like, it doesn't work, but it'd be, like, why can't it, right? Yeah. It should be, though. Yeah, Arm Dragon Cash was something I want to try. Arm Dragon Cash does sound really fun, like, just level 7 shenanigans. That sounds like it'd be a good time. But yeah, when we get in the new Flame Wingman, NEOS the Top will come back. NEOS the Top has to come back at some point. There's videos on the Swolelax channel. It's been 3 months. 4 months, actually. NEOS the Top has to come back at that point. There's no reason for me not to. NEOS will be at full absolute power. Hero Cast Hero. We did play Tyros, or Tier Limit Hero, which does kind of work. But will you stream your next Ricka tournament? Yeah, I can do that. And next time we can go into, I think, Tournament Tuesday for Crush Cards, what we won with Ricka last time, and we can definitely stream it. I'd be down. I didn't last time because it was kind of last minute, and it was a lot to kind of go, and I had to like leave right afterwards, but we'll see. Has NEOS ever made it to the top? As far as I know, NEOS has never made it to the top, but we might be the first. The unfortunate part is we have to find a fine line between NEOS and we have to find a fine line between NEOS and Hero, and like what kind of counts as NEOS versus not NEOS. Like this I would still count as like NEOS or NEOS adjacent. But I don't know if I'd truly count like a Hero deck that's mainly Hero with NEOS. I don't know. Like it's about the feel of it. It's about the feel of it. But that's kind of the goofy part. Like how much NEOS and Neospatians do you play? And it's like nothing almost, right? Branded NEOS could be really cool. We did play Branded NEOS a little bit. I think to get into Platinum, we played Branded NEOS, or to get into Diamond, we were very close with Branded NEOS. Branded NEOS is interesting and can work because you can actually send Cross Porter, I think, to search some stuff, which is interesting. But it's like, it just, again, doesn't quite feel like NEOS. You know? Yeah, we really want to be able to feel like the feel of NEOS. I'm big an Armed Dragon just for that, like Auroradon, Verte Tomahawk. You can make a lot of nonsense. Yeah, like there's so many weird cards legal here. I can't wait to see what Kashtira players can do with that. Certain dopamine of resolving those cards. God, it feels so good. Yeah, NEOS needs one more card to make it viable as a standalone archetype. Yeah, they need a way to actually make the NEOS cards useful. So I submitted inside of a Jank Bank episode for MBT. I submitted a 3-axis NEOS. Because when you think about it, the NEOS cards, like all the Neospatians share some things in common. Typically, they're going to be level 3. They have an attribute that's different. They also have a type that's different, and then different stats. And so your idea is, what can you really do with the NEOS cards? NEOS himself is great. It's an elemental hero card. You can use it for Fusion Destiny. You can also use it for now the new Flame Wingman to get a lot of value. But the Neospatians don't kind of do anything. So Konami's kind of swept them under the rug and said, well, NEOS is still good, but the Neospatians are still kind of bad, except for maybe Grand Mole, and then sometimes you can use Aqua Dolphin inside of like a warrior strat. So Grand Mole, it clears, one, but two. So like, what do you do with NEOS and the Neospatians? You can do stuff off their attribute, their typing, or you can do it off their level, which is 3. So 3 access NEOS is like about as good as it gets for this deck, especially because Zen Mates and there's one more card that's legal like for 3, and it's okay. And you can kind of like make some makeshift combo deck out of it. It's not very good, but it is very funny. So Dark Panther to copy Mirror Jade the other day. It can work, actually. I think when we did that once, we activated Dark Panther, copied Mirror Jade, banished something, or sent something to the graveyard, banished something. It was pretty sick. We did that, I think, one of our NEOS to the tops. So, yeah, NEOS needs a good normal summon or something. I think a Neospatian card, like, even if NEOS said, if a card said, if this card is normal summoned or special summon up to 3 Neospatian monsters with different names from your deck in defense position, but also negate their effects, that's about as good as I could see it realistically getting. Now, ideally, to break NEOS, it would be, if this card is normal summoned or special summon, you can special summon up to 3 Neospatian names with different names from your deck. Not negating its effects, it could be in defense position, that's fine. Also, this card can be treated as Elemental Hero NEOS. That way you can contact Fusion the big guys and use those guys as link material. You could use those guys as effects to discard cards from your opponent's hand. You could use Dark Panther. You could use, like, that's about as good as it gets. That's literally about as good as it gets, is a card that just says, we don't care. Just like summon whatever you want. But you have to be able to do that. And that's like, there's no way, right? Sounds like a Link 2 monster right there. That's what I'm saying. Link 2 would be good, actually. I'd be fine with Link 2. Summon Neospace Connector into Aqua Dolphin, into Link 2, summon 2 from the deck. Broken. Busted. Absolutely busted. Elemental Hero, circular NEOS. Bin a hero as cost to summon it, and when another hero monster or Neospatian is summoned, it searches a card that mentions NEOS. That wouldn't be too bad. Searching the cards that mention NEOS are very powerful. So I'm always down for something like that, right? Contrast Hero Chaos is really good. It's okay. So in this deck specifically, we're trying to summon it out with Grand Merge, because this card can summon any Elemental Hero fusion monster from our extra deck, including Contrast Hero Chaos. It's a big body, but it's also a quick effect negation target, which is pretty solid. I like it a lot. I think Contrast Hero Chaos is really funny, and I actually have a video on the channel going over a deck that actually specifically goes around Contrast Hero Chaos Turbo, which is the hero negation. But other than that, yeah, it's just okay. Yeah, it's just okay. Spacians need to be retrained for sure. It still blows my mind they don't have an in-themed Rhoda or a Hero Lives. They kind of do. It's technically speaking, there's one that like it's Generation Next, I think, inside of the game. Yeah, Generation Next. Technically, you can special summon a Hero, Karibo, or Neospatian monster. This card artwork is cool. But for the rest of the turn, you cannot activate cards or their cards' effects, which sucks. But this is about as good as it gets. Generation Next or Fusion Deployment is about the other way you'd go. It's kind of just the better Generation Next, really, except you're locked into Fusion monsters. And this card has some life points restrictions, and that's about the like what NEOS gets, which sucks. But it's not terrible. It's just like when are you ever gonna do that? So Circular Hero to replace Vision Heroes easily. That's right. Circular, bin a hero. I would let Mathmech Circular out of here. That'd be great. Gotta get your game on. That's right. Yeah, that is the intro to the GX the GX theme. God, I really wish we could watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX on stream. I'm gonna find a way for us to do that together, to do a watch party, because we should really end the streams with watching. That'd be great. We see an easy way to summon Air NEOS. What? I mean, there's Air NEOS. No. Oh, yeah. Air NEOS. You mean, oh, of course. Storm NEOS. I get it. Yeah, it's like, because there's... You mean Storm NEOS. Yeah. That makes sense. Of course. Storm NEOS. Yeah, there's the air... This is, like, let me just... Yeah, just store Air NEOS. Of course. Yeah, Air NEOS is cool. This card's neat. Like, if it was an easier way to summon this guy out, I agree. The games would be over. Yeah, no, you mean Elemental Hero, redacted. NEOS. Destiny Heroes need more support to be able to go against Elemental. Destiny Heroes are arguably better just because they have Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Like, Fusion Destiny is wild, but only because Destroy Phoenix Enforcer is in the game. Yeah, it's Neos Spacing Connector, but it's a retrain as an E hero and can special summon Spirit of Neos from the hand or deck. That actually would be really good. That would be really good. I don't understand why Neospace Connector doesn't count as an elemental hero, or does, like, it's fine. It's fine, and in terms of support for the archetype, it is still pretty crazy. But you'd have to, like, have some crazy, insane Neos brew, and half the Neos cards are bricks. So, like, you're just playing other cards, which doesn't really feel like a Neos deck, right? But yeah, an elemental hero card that interacts with the Neospacians, that'd be great. I'd love it. Yeah, I have a friend who plays pure D hero, and while it's very hit or miss, it can make some very impressive boards with some neat techs. Yeah, actually just straight Destiny heroes with no elemental heroes, like full Aster Phoenix, is still very strong. Again, DPE is nuts. Dystopia is really good. Extra heroes technically are Aster Phoenix bait, but like that's kind of the whack part. But it's it can do some stuff though. Yeah, elemental heroes are by far the weakest heroes. Yeah, they're the weakest and the strongest. The fusions are the strongest. So, you know, you have Sunrise and Absolute Zero. Both these cards are insane. Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, which is technically an elemental hero card. But also, like, Stratos, right? Stratos, and that's it. So, like, Stratos is insane. Sunrise is insane. Absolute Zero is absolutely insane. And then Elemental Hero, Wake Up Your Elemental Hero is really good. But other than that, like, maybe Liquid Soldier's okay. But that's about it, yeah. Like, there's no other... In terms of the grander hero-scape, the better cards are the Vision Heroes. Vision Heroes are by far, like, the best hero archetype. Hero sub-archetype, rather. So, Contrast Elemental Hero, Beat Down, and Popping. God, wouldn't you love it? Let's go Chaos. Contrast Heroes would be sick. I could not wait. Yeah, more mass heroes and more contrast hero support. Yeah, everyone talking who's weakest for getting evil hero. True. How gross are the evil? I just searched evil. I don't know why I expected that to work. Evil hero. The evil hero cards. Ew, but also really cool. Like Bane is good, and Dusted Gold very strong. But like, and Sinister Necrom's okay, but like the rest of these, bad. Like this card, Wild Cyclone is technically better. Here's the crazy part: all of these cards, all the evil hero versions of their elemental hero counterparts, are technically better than their normal elemental heroes. Problem is that like Wild Cyclone, when are you ever gonna play that? Lightning Golem, when are you gonna ever play that? Except for in speed duels, apparently. And also Infernal Sniper. Maybe we can try a deck that plays the evil heroes and go for like a straight evil hero, Dark Gaia OTK. That sounds fun. We could do that. I could be down for a Dusted Gold into Dark Gaia Turbo. That would be really funny. I'd be kind of down though. Yeah, evil hero OTK. Exactly. Yeah, you can't stream Yu-Gi-Oh! GX from an official Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel. I can, but I'm probably gonna get copyright striked or do something DMCA'd. I could probably get around it though by filters or doing something like that. Like it's technical, but just straight up streaming an episode, I don't think is gonna be very kosher without actually getting licensed to do so. For sure. I mean, I don't know. But you just try that right now, TBH? We could, but I have to pull Dark Gaia. How can I get Dark Gaia? It's in the Transfigured Heroes pack. Oh man, we could. We really could. We could. As an Hero guy prior, the only way to work outside of Dark Law is you have to if you're pushing DPE in it. So it's a DPE into Evil Heroes, right? Technically, it's a reaction stream. It's true, very true. You can get around some copyright laws, but make an alt account and link us to that, and then stream there easy. True, actually, that's right. Yeah, we just go. We like, hey guys, I'm gonna watch this guy watch something. It's not me watching it though. And then I just link you guys. Hey, this stream's really chill. You guys check it out. A hidden stream. I think actually if I do a members only stream, I might be able to do it. It's not public or anything, but I mean, I don't really know. Members only streams eventually, maybe at 5,000 subscribers, we'll start doing like a members only stream where we watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX together. That'd be fun. Behind a little paywall. But then I think Japanese copyright owners do not mess around. A ton of hero YouTubers got copyright strikes recently. I did see that Jaden BR did get copyright striked for using, I think, the themes and some footage from it, which is rough. So just also an Avion, Berserkix, Melissa's Edge, and Sinister Necron with Nibiru. Definitely worth it though. Like, right, we can Dark Gaia OTK pretty easily. We just go Malicious Edge. We go Necrom's solid. We can do it with Vion. It's a deck is brewing here. We can definitely do it. So with the members thing, I'm saying it's possible. We can definitely do it. I'm sure. I'm sure. But I can quote the entire first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Really? That's actually quite incredible. I know, like, if I were to watch it, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I can say this line and what he's gonna say next and like that kind of thing. But I can't, like, not from memory. That's like some like that Pro ZD thing where you can do Peter Pan from memory. It's kind of crazy. Do you do little tournaments between viewers? I did one a while back where we had a room, but for the most part, I haven't done it yet. I will though, and we definitely will be doing something big with that. I definitely want to, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I just need a spirit of NEOS for Evil Heroes. Oh god. A Sinister NEOS? Can you imagine a Sinister or an Evil Hero NEOS retrain? That would be left field insane. I would love it. Actually be crazy. Oh, that's right. And the History of Dragon Link. True. The History of Dragon Link, a Discord, and then emotes, and then sub memberships. So we'll see. But anyways, all right. I think on that, I think I am gonna call it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight on stream, playing some NEOS, talking about Cali, talking about Rika winning the entirety of Europe, because of course it did. Next time we'll be trying to stream a little bit later. I don't exactly know when yet, but if you follow me on Twitter or subscribe to me on YouTube, of course, you'll get notified when I go live. I'm going to be trying to stream a little more consistently often. I'm still trying to work out the schedule, but more likely not, it's going to be Wednesday, Monday sort of thing, but we might sneak some extra streams in there. I'm trying out maybe some weekend streams. I know a few of you guys are overseas and it's a little bit easier for you guys to watch during the daytime, so that'd be a lot of fun. Next time we stream, I think I'm going to try to play Evil Heroes. So Evil Heroes would be nice, yeah. Hope it's sooner. I do too. 2 weeks is way too long, and I do miss you guys quite a bit. Thank you guys so much for being with me here tonight and for hanging out in chat, keeping me sane, playing some heroes and playing some NEOS. Had some good games and had some rough games. But I'm sure it'll be all right for next time. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys I had a lot of fun being here playing with you guys. I missed this. I've missed being back in stream, so we'll make it a more regular thing. whatever. We'll see. Anyways, Evil Heroes next time for sure. I think I want to do that. My brain is like turning its wheels on what kind of deck to make. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But we'll see. Arms like Wildheart. That's right. We'll be back. If it's late for you, go get some rest. If not, then enjoy the rest of your night or enjoy the rest of your day, depending on where it is for you as well. Go get something to eat. Take care of yourself first and foremost. Get some rest and just kind of chill out and relax. Thank you again for being here tonight. I didn't maul that bad in this climb. True. I still got a little more hair on here. There's some grays that I see coming in, but yeah, that's right. Yeah, gotcha. Or that's game. That's really how I probably could end up most of the streams. But well, I'll work on my Jaden voice for next time. Anyways, I guess that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you guys later though. Have a good one, everyone. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Peace out.